first night. It's going to be a challenge. Got a good bunch of guys here, so no, it should be a good event.
We had a lot of guys race down at Christchurch for the New Zealand, so they've been on the go the whole time with the 240s a couple of weeks ago, and but everyone's sort of come out the other side of it, and we've spent a week and a half hard out prepping for the team, so we'll probably show us how good it is tonight.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks, but looking forward to it, and the whole team's excited, and yeah, hope for the best. Two of us have done stock car teams racing for quite a few years. But the three of them are new to teams racing altogether. Teams racing, really, that was the whole reason I got into stock cars. And then we had the chance to go supers, so we thought we'd have a crack at it, and yeah, here we are today.
Nothing like it at all. We just race individually normally back home. Obviously out to win a race, that's it. There's no blocking, no waiting, no taking people out. It's totally new. I mean, obviously I've done this before, but it's getting the new lads up to speed. Different way of thinking, a different way of racing. A couple of the lads, it's new for them, so we'll see how they gel and get on, and hopefully we'll pull it off.
Well, it's been a long road for me. I've been in and out doing this for about 17 years, so but over the last couple of years we've got a good group of guys together, and the nucleus of the team has stayed very much the same, so hopefully we're building on that, and now we need is a bit of luck on our side, and we hopefully go a long way. I guess like any family, racing's in the blood. I've got my older brother and my two older brothers are in the team as well, so yeah, it's definitely a family thing.
Yeah, well, got a pretty good squad this year. We're able to have two warm-up races with Hawke's Bay, and picked up the result both times against those guys, so it all changes for this weekend, of course. You know, it's a clean slate, and we're coming in straight in against Gisborne, which is a pretty tough opponent, but we're out for the job. Yeah, so we've got the two Levine brothers, young Ethan, only 17, debuting at the Team Champs this weekend. His brother Keegan, who's been in the class for a few years now, and really strong car and strong driver. So Paul Fairbrother took a year off last year. He's back in the mix, and yeah, been doing a stellar job at the blocking role. So, and then Shane Davis, who's come in to replace Richard Gaskin, who got injured a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I think we're pretty strong right across the board, and you need a bit of luck as always, but we're in a good place.
Oh yeah, we got a couple of imports come to Christchurch this year, so we've Asher Reeves and Jaden Ward. We've been having our own little wars down in Christchurch this year, so we've had a team racing there every week. So we're fit and ready. The boys took on Gisborne 2 months ago and managed to pull one off against Gisborne, so really happy about that. They set me on the infield, telling me I was an old bugger. But yeah, these young fellas, you know, Lloyd Jennings and Harley Robb, they are a couple of our mean blockers, and they can outrun us as well, so yeah, we think we've got a good show this weekend.
Yeah, when you got the stadium full, it's you get the booing, you get the lovers, and it was great. Like the atmosphere is always good at teams, and we just enjoy it. You thrive on it. If people boo at you, you go harder, but these young boys here in our team, they just stood up and just went for it. It was real good to see.
Oh, hey, it was a fantastic result. You know, for the Panthers to come through with a great win, and you know, with the new fellas, young ones in there now, we've only got sort of 2 of the oldies left, and probably next year one of them will move on. So you know, if they can keep going the way they're going, but there's certainly plenty of good teams. You just take a look around at the quality of the teams here. You know, Wanganui put a fantastic effort in. They got great gear, good drivers. You know, it could be anyone's this weekend, and we'll certainly be trying as hard as ever to try and make it all come together. But it's you know, there's some good cars around here.
Oh, it's a family sport. It's we'll look around you. What else will we do on Friday nights? No, I don't know. It's just it wasn't in my system until 20 years ago. I broke my leg doing motocross, so we did something else, and it's in my blood now.
first of our teams is going to head out the gates, and none more fitting than our defending champions on the big rig, one of the PTS transporters, thanks to Scotty Myers there at PTS. So they lead out onto the track with the 52 car, Scott Droblin. Next behind him will be the 58 car. It's our captain, Peter Bankston, currently sitting on 10 championships.
William Humphreys, the 94p car, the 1NZ car from last year back to 94.
Jordan Deere in the 581 with his stablemate, fellow Red Walker car, Wayne Hemi. So that's your Palmerston North Panthers, ladies and gentlemen.
It's impressive, isn't it? They've done something different, putting these cars up on the outstandingly presented Auto Logistics Transporter part, of course, the PTS group, and joining me, the team manager, Scott. It's a bit of a shame not to see you driving a car. I know there's been a lot of pressure on you the last, up at the 240s, I think, for you to get in the car for the teams.
Yeah, no, it sort of got fairly close. I even had a second go again this year, and I sort of started to waver a bit, but the way work's gone this week, and the work's been going all day today and still going tonight, I'm bloody pleased I'm not in it. I just haven't got my head in the game.
You said yesterday it would just be really tricky because Jack goes by, he's driving the wrong thing tonight.
Yeah, well, at least he's still driving something. Hey, it's a miracle that he's up and walking again, so that's a bonus, and you'll certainly see him back on the track next year.
Second team out the pit gate, the Baypark Busters, 4 times the champions, last won it in 2014, led by the 19M on his 23rd consecutive teams championship. It's the 19M of Kerry Remnant. Also in the team, 25N, Scott McEwen. 41M is Bruce Williams. Making a return to the team, a member of that 2014 winning team, David Ellsworth in the 87 car, and also the 98M of Mark Costello. That is your Baypark Busters.
The manager for the Baypark Busters, Ross Ashby, great to have you along. So you're in management tonight, doing it hard, but you've got a great team as always.
Yeah, mate, we've got a good team, good bunch of guys, and they're all keen, pumped, ready to do it. So we'll just see what we can do.
Rotorua Rebels, they're out. 10R is Alan McRobbie. You've got AJ Axton in the 14R car, Darcy Murant in the 82R car, Gary Hunter, the 93R car, and Bryce Snyder, the captain, in the 118R car.
Next team out of the gate, there's the British Lions, led by one of the kings of F1 stock car racing back in England. It's Frankie Wayman Jr. in the 515. Bobby Griffin in the 166 car, 175 GB. Making his debut in the team for team champs is Carl Hawkins. Lee Fairhurst, the 217 car, he's another former world champion over in England. Then we go Frankie Wayman Jr., also known as Ted. He's on debut for his first team champs as well, so a couple of debutants there for Teamgb.
Peter, absolutely brilliant to have you guys back again. Yeah, thank you. A lot of people here made it possible for us. I'd just like to thank them all. And all the sponsors and everything. Everyone seems to have a great time here. Is this going to be the year? Well, we keep saying yes, but surely one year's got to be our year. Maybe it's the year we start worrying about just get it right, and maybe it'll come to you.
Yeah, that's right. You know, what will happen will happen. You've got to get through first night before you get to semis or finals. So we've got a good bunch of lads, some reasonably good cars. So hopefully this year we'll have that bit of luck come Sunday.
Mustangs in the green, Justin Cunningham, 6P, 28P, Ricky Dykstra, Brendan Charlotte in the 44P car, Dave Lowe, 722, and of course Rebecca Barr, 34P.
And here comes the manager, Ian Parfitt. Ian, always good to have the second local team in. Could be your year.
Well, hey, it's a whole new team of newbies, and the problem is you don't know what newbies are going to go like, so it could be a different story out there tomorrow night for us.
Well, best of luck for the weekend, and certainly looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Actually, we'll just jump in for a quick word. Graham's driving the car. Bex, I know it's been a tough weekend. Everything all right with you guys?
Yeah, it's been a tough week, but we're here now, so we'll get the job done.
Congratulations on behalf of everybody, I think, to say first woman. Let's hear it for Rebecca Barr, the first female New Zealand Superstock Teams competitor. What a night.
Yeah, it's a pretty special one, and I'm really looking forward to just getting strapped in the car and giving it my best.
Next out the gate, From Christchurch is the Suck It Up Canterbury Glen Eagles, led out there by Malcolm Nartai in the 19C. On debut is the 25C of Lloyd Jennings. Then we've got the Bash Brothers, it's the 126, Asher Rees and Jaden Ward, the 971, making their return to the Teams Racing Arena, followed up by the 991, made his debut last year, Harley Robb. What a team full of menaces, and it's good to see the Bash Brothers, Jaden Ward, Asher Rees, back at the team champs once again.
Right, down here, Ricky Bowden actually having a catch up with us. Matt Mel's on the back there. Great to have you. What a team you've got.
Yeah, it is a really good team, this team. A lot of young guys that have got a lot of experience, and an old-headed Malcolm that knows how to get around this place pretty quick. So we're expecting big things in this team, but we've got a pretty hard draw off, but it is what it is.
Well, the next team that is out, former two-time winners, the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, led out by the New Zealand individual champion, Jason Long. Then it's the 46 of Quinn Ryan, the number 66 of Randall Tarrant, 84, Mike Mack, the enforcer of Superstock Teams Racing, and the 87 of Thomas Stanaway.
These guys come in as favourites on paper, and I think that's a fair thing, Rick. What a team you've got.
Yeah, no, well, hey, we're lucky this year that we had 7 or 8 guys to choose from, and it made it hard for us selectors, but we've gone with the best team we thought, and yeah, we're pretty confident we can do it.
You guys know what the feeling is like with victory. Is that an extra driver?
Oh man, it's awesome. So you know, 4 out of the 5 boys tonight have had victory. Randall Tarrant hasn't, but he'll taste it after the weekend, hopefully.
All the best.
No, thank you. Hey, just one quick shout out to big Hawkeyes fan, Marty Anderson. They caught fire last week in Hawke's Bay. He's down in Wellington. So Marty, this for you this weekend, mate.
Next out of the gate, the Wellington Wildcats, 5W, Keegan Levine, 7W, Shane Davis, Ethan Levine's on debut on the 46W car, making a return to the team champs, Paul Fairbrother in the 52W, and the 89W, Dale Robertson. It's got the Stamp brothers there, the Keegan Levine, Ethan Levine. They're just going to lick that stamp and send it all weekend.
Team manager down here, always good to see you, Tony Mack. 37 years, man, 37 years of doing this stuff.
Yeah, it's unreal. It's unreal, isn't it? 37 years of racing Teams Champs, and it's just amazing. Started in 81, did my first one in 82, still love it. Fantastic event.
Next out the gate there, the Auckland Allstars. Robbie Mavy's in the 33R car, Bryce Marks in the 73A, Jamie Ferguson 99A, Gary Lonigan in the Silver Bullet this weekend, the 741, and Ron Ty in the 599, the Blue Canoe.
Close neighbours to Stratford's Crackers, Mitch Vickery in the 26S, Gary Johnson in the 52S, 54S is Paul Johnson, Carl Shearer in the 75S, and Hamish Booker 82S.
Next out, the Wanganui Warriors, Chad Ace, got the car ready in a week. Unbelievable, the 4V car. Dion Mooney, he's back in the team champs in his own car this year, the 6V. Scott Duncan, after an amazing recovery from leukemia in the last 12 months, returns to the Teams Racing Arena in the 23V car. On debut, Sean Smith, the 53V car, and then on loan from Hawke's Bay, it's Matty Wise out there, the 136 car. He came up against the Wanganui team last year. Now they're his teammates. Let's see what the 136 car can do.
Daryl James, the manager for the Wanganui Warriors down here. Another team. We've got a strong team, and really looking forward to a strong performance from the Warriors this year.
Yeah, I think they've pulled together well. We've got some really good gear and some really good guys come on board. And so a bit of luck, like everyone else says, and we'll see what happens after the first corner.
Next team out the box there, the Waikato Wanderers. It's the Mulu Med all the way from Placemakers Hunter Speedway. Tyson Wooten out there, the 717. Then we got Blair Ashton, the 422, making the step up from the stock car class. Aaron Alderton's out there, the 218 car. Aidan Eustace, the 97H car. And Dave Moore, the first season in the Superstock from stock cars. He's done plenty of stock car teams racing. Here he is at the big show, at the ENZED Superstock Teams Championship. The last team out the gate, towed there by the RDL truck, the Gisborne Giants. The man leading him, he needs no introduction, but it is Peter East, 2NZ, Gary Davis in the 31G car, Nick Valance in the 45 car, Ethan Rees in the 127, and on debut, his first Superstock Team Champs, James Kirk in the 331,
And the team manager comes over to join us. Scott Ross, as always, great to have you here, and even better to have this awesome team.
Yeah, we're really amped. It's obviously going to be a fantastic event, and we're really looking forward to it.
Got a fantastic lineup of drivers in these outstanding cars. These Reese chassis seem to be the thing to beat this season.
Yeah, having a good run with obviously the engine and chassis package. So let's see, I guess, how they go at teams racing. Probably get a bit more thorough workout than they have for the rest of the season.
That's for sure. Actually, the Superstock racing in some regards been a bit tame. I think the expectation is we're finally going to see fireworks in the class tonight.
Yeah, I think it's a very evenly matched event. You are going to see some contact because that's the only way you're going to win races. You're the calibre of drivers and cars. You will see contact at this meeting.
And probably a valid point to talk about the fact that now it's no longer about outright speed, pace, handling, torque, all of that, and grip, traction. It's about strength of the car, foresight of the driver, totally different package required.
Yeah, good luck, good gear and good drivers. If you don't have all three, it doesn't go your way.
Peter Rees, welcome along, welcome back for some more of what is just the best.
Yeah, no, great crowd.
It's unreal, isn't it? And the expectation, it's like we've sensed this for at least 24 hours this year. It's building up.
Bigger and bigger for the last 5 years. It's huge. And Grand Prix get us going as drivers.
Yeah, what's it like for you?
Now, no pressure, enjoy.
Why is that?
Oh, because it's just an event I want to be part of, not getting any younger.
So that's almost enough in itself, just because being part of the show is just a fantastic reward.
Oh, it is, and we've got some young guys that we're bringing through, and that's a pleasure for myself to be part of that. But just still being part of the show is big for me.
You guys going to win it?
Oh, we hope so. But there's 12 other teams in the way.
It's going to be awesome anyway.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, thanks for joining us out here, and we'll go back. Best of luck for the weekend, Pete, for the yourself and the Giants.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Hey guys, just quickly grabbing a driver down here, and if you're going to pick one, might as well pick the best, eh? Jason, welcome along.
Yeah, no, it's awesome to be back here again, mate. There's nothing else like it, eh? Like, I've been lucky enough to play in front of some big crowds for rugby and there, but the crowd that turns out here at Palmy every year is just pretty crazy. So, no, we love it here.
So, try and explain to me then. Say if you're a 10-year-old sitting up in the stand. What's it like for you? You pull up here, strapped in. You got three of your teammates for the opposition, and a whole lot of laps to go and beat the living daylights out of each other with an unbelievably heavy, steel-structured V8 race car.
Oh, mate, it's I don't know. It's hard to explain, and you got to be fully focused. As soon as you're not focused, then things start going wrong. And most people here have had that at some stage, And we're lucky enough, we've got a pretty good game plan, and we just try and stick to it, do our best, do our job, and if you can do that, then you're doing your bit for the team.
So the first thing is prep. So you don't want to have dramas just before a race starts. We want to get rid of all of that stuff.
Yeah, we've had a big week in the shed this week, and weekends like this, it's been building for years, and we've learned a lot over the years. Obviously, the family's been racing for a long time now, and we've learnt what sort of spares you got to have to be competitive and that sort of thing. So, mate, for us, it's been a massive week in the shed. Anything could go wrong. An O-ring could let go. Anything really stupid like that. A $5 part could let you down and ruin your whole weekend. So, you do your best, and hopefully it all comes together.
And then for you mentally, what do you do? How do you prepare? Do you, as your partners, she support you? Do you go into your shell? Do you close yourself off? How do you get ready mentally for those races?
I try and stay pretty calm. I don't tend to talk to too many people, but if I can just stay calm and when I get out there, I'm ready to go. So, I don't know. We'll see how we go. If I get too wound up, I'll lose my head and stick myself in the fence in the warm-up laps like I did a couple of years ago. But, we'll stay calm and get out there, and we've got a game plan. I'll stick to it and do my best.
Right, mate. And lastly, these team tactics. Are you going to keep chatting about those through the night? How do you deal with those? Do you just do sort of zone out, or is it absolutely critical to what you decide, and then and also adapting as the race changes?
Oh, you got to be switched on, and I'm pretty bad for all week having different scenarios going through my head. If this happens, I'll do this kind of thing. But you can never obviously think about enough things can change in a split second out there. So yeah, I guess for me, I'll stick to the game plan. It's really important that you do your job. If you don't, then someone's going to end up on their lid, or you can let someone down. So it's all about teams racing. Is exactly there. It's a team sport, and you got to get out there and do your bit for your team and try to get someone across the line.
All right, mate. Hey, best of luck for the weekend. I really appreciate your openness and frankness to it. It's a fantastic insight. I'm sure all the people here really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thanks. Thanks for coming. We're looking forward to putting on a good show this weekend.
Bring it on.
Here we go. The first team on track, the Baypark Busters. 87M, David Ellsworth. Kerry Remnant, the 19M. Mark Costello, 98M. Bruce Williams, 41M. And Scotty McEwen in the 25. There we go. The Rotorua Rebels. Bryce Steiner's out there in the 118. Gary Hunter, the 93. Alan McRobbie, the 10R. Darcy Murant, the 82. And AJ Axton's in the 14. AJ Axton's the 14, sitting out this one. And Bruce Williams on the infield for the Busters. The ute pulls off. The greens are on. Race number 1's underway. David Ellsworth. He comes through. The 87 to the lead. Mark Costello second. We got Kerry Remnant with Darcy Murant in front of us. Commentary turn 1. So Ellsworth in the lead. Costello in second. Here we go. They're catching up to the first lot of blockers. Scott McEwen's got to get in there to get rid of Gary Hunter. Oh, Ellsworth's gone in. McRobbie catches up. McEwen to the wall. Here we go. They've got free of Hunter. Costello on the defence now. Reverse spun. Steiner's to the lead. Costello to the wall. Clutches it. He's off.
We've got a flat tyre on that 25 car.
Yep, right front's gone on McEwen's car. He takes a dive. Gets Steiner in the wall. He's gone round. Costello's gone round. Baypark now sitting in 1, 2, 3. Costello, Remnant, Ellsworth, Gary Hunter is your first Rotorua car, the 93. So Baypark have control of the race. Look at this, Costello. He's charging out. Here comes Steiner in turn 4. Gets him. Costello in backwards. Steiner's hit the wall. We've got debris on the track. Oh, look at this. Steiner squeezes through, bouncing off the wall. The two race leaders running side by side. Remnant and Ellsworth. 6 laps into it. Hunter. We got red. We got red.
Well, if the officials are going to be like this and consistent all night, they're onto it, because that's exactly. These guys made up a lot of ground on the brakes. So good to see they're right on the case.
Yeah, and of course, throughout the season, the drivers, they have the one-way radios. They do not have one-way radios for teams racing, just in case the drivers, the teams, they decide to put some extra...
Well, you could cheat. Basically,
yeah,
what
basically,
you could do is on one of your earphones, you could hide another little receiver or a transmitter and get a signal from someone else from outside. Of course, it is totally illegal to have any outside to in-car communication in Speedway except for from the officials. So make sure it was a really good point brought up, because they brought that in as soon as they brought in the in-car radio from the officials.
Here we go, the reds have gone out. The reds are out. Oh, the greens are on. No one's moving. Gary Hunter's the only car that's moved on green, so the green lights are going. Gary Hunter is the only car moving. Now the others are clicked on.
That's
oh,
bizarre.
Look at that. Maybe there was some sunstrike or something, because no one moved.
They're
minus
waiting.
Gary Hunter.
They're waiting down here.
Well, I don't know. Kerry Remnant is the leader, so's Ellsworth. I don't think they'd be wanting to wait, because look at Hunter. He's in third. Gary Hunter's making a move on Ellsworth. Hunter to second. Remnant's in the lead.
Steiny in the block mode. Gets a good shot from the back. Oh, catches. Nearly goes over.
Remnant just moving his way through. Here comes Hunter to the lead. Gary Hunter in the lead. Murant's gone to the infield, the 82. So the 93 is your leader. Oh, Remnant. There's some big kahunas to get around the outside. White flag. Gary Hunter, 1 lap to go. The 93. Remnant's charging hard. Remnant trying to hunt down. Look at this.
It's all going to unfold. Turn 4 on the exit.
No.
All the cars.
Gary Hunter coming through. He's going to take the win for the Rebels.
Oh no, they've changed it. They've changed it. Chicken flag.
Yeah, chicken flag dropped on Remnant. Chicken dropped on Remnant there. We've got Hunter as your leader.
What a turn-up. A local derby, and are they back? Is it the Rotorua Rebels? Hunter, you talked about the Hunters being back, and they take the checkered flag.
Wow, how was that? The Rotorua Rebels. I tell you what, I want to know. No one moved on that green mic. Maybe we can get Mike to go down to the pits and have a talk to Kerry Remnant and David Ellsworth, because they were a whole half a lap ahead of Gary Hunter.
We've got 19 Busters driver here, Kerry Remnant. Kerry, what was the issue with the green light? No one moved.
Oh, we couldn't see it.
Sunstrike was the problem?
Well, the green I was looking at, I couldn't tell it was on or off.
Only one driver moved, and that was Hunter, who ended up winning the race.
Yeah, we couldn't see it. It wasn't because everyone in the crowd was waving at me. I thought I'll take off and see what happens.
It's a really strange situation. We've never seen that happen before. Has it ever occurred to you before?
No, and I've been doing it a while.
All right, guys, I've got the race winner here for the Rebels down here, Gary Hunter. Well done. You look very happy, and the supporters were cheering you as you came into the pit area. I understand you just got a provisional race win of 120 points to 75.
Oh, that was good, yeah. Didn't plan out how we were meant to run that race, but yeah, we just had to end up going for it.
Interesting with the green light, when we went back to that restart, you were the only car that started racing again.
Yeah, I thought the boys on the other side were waiting for me, so that I'll just try and see how we go into this next corner. Yeah.
Good start for the Rebels, 120 points. It's not bad to put in the bank.
Yep. We got the next one now will be a big one. So we're up against the Panthers. They're the All Blacks of this sport. So yeah, we're going to have to give them a good run.
Here they are. The Suck It Up Glen Eagles, 19C Malcolm Nartai, 25C Lloyd Jennings, a name that I like to call them the Best Brothers. Jaden Ward, 971, Asher Rees, 126, making a return to the team's arena, and Harley Robb in the 991.
Bonnet's coming off the 971. Cable ties ready to go. We'll see if we can find out what the issue was. They're looking at, he's wetting. Haven't seen that before. Checking, I think he's checking the heat of the spark. Might be that one of the cylinders isn't firing. They're just checking the heat on the motor down there to see what's going on. So he must have a bit of a miss in the 971. There's a lot of looking, consternation down here. The 75, they're jacking up the front of that. That is a suspension adjustment on the right front, just tightening that up a little bit. Bonnet goes on the 971, there's no more they can do on that.
Escherie's on pole, looks like we might lose the 971 of Jaden Ward. He's circulating around by the grandstand.
Yeah, an issue with that car, so they've decided to park that up. I don't think that was their plan. He's definitely got engine dramas under the hood of that machine. And we'll be set to go race teams race 2 at the NZ Dutek New Zealand Superstock Teams Champs.
Underway. Escherie's great start there for the 126. A clear start. Mitch Vickery following him fast. The 26 picks him. Rees goes round. Vickery rides the wall. Stratford 1-2. The 52. Johnson slots into second. Here comes Nartai. Big shot in 3. Nartai gets him to the wall. Moves up to second himself. Here comes Vickery, the 26 on our first block cards. Harley Robb, the 991. He's lying in wait of Vickery. What can he do? Nartai's chasing down in second. Vickery pushes Robb to the infield. Nartai goes round the outside to the lead. The Canterbury Glen Eagles in the lead. Vickery can't get past him. Look at this, he's got the whole Scrappers team behind him. Harley Robb, great job there.
Boy, Nartai is a man on a mission. They are after him. He's got to stay out in front. He's got a block car here with Reeso as he goes round the outside.
Look at this, Canterbury with the one runner. Here comes Rees. Oh, he misses. Unbelievable. Asher Rees on his return to team champs. Oh, look at this. He's got the 52 car. Greg Johnson up though. Here we go down the back straight. Rob Scott Booker and Vickery in behind him. Vickery to the outside. What can he do? He gets Vickery to the wall and in the wall. Lloyd Jennings gets the 54. Nartai cruising through there. Clocks up the 6th lap this time round. Asher Rees still on a mission.
Oh, that was off the grass too, I think.
Look at this. He's got the 82 to the wall. Up and over. Asher Rees collects the first rollover of team champs. The 126. The 82 car, he was sitting in second spot.
4 to go.
Green lights come on, no issues this time. And Rees straight away turns around. Ngātai back with the pedal down. 7 laps down, Ngātai leading it. Mitch Vickery will now slot into the second spot in the 26S car. They'll cross the line, make that official. Ngātai about a half a length of the track away. Here's the 2 that need to be caught. Asher Rees, look at this, Vickery.
White flag down.
Vickery lets his teammate through. Asher Rees swing and a miss. Vickery gives him a good shunt.
Yeah, he's going to drive him down into turn 3, 2 around the outside he goes.
Yep.
Rees can't do anything, flies up. That's the end of the wing, so we'll see a red light come on.
But I tell you what, it leaves clear track for Malcolm Ngātai. Big shot from Rees on Paul Johnson. Checker flags out for Ngātai, the 19 car.
Green to checker flag win for Ngātai. Great drive from him. Lots of points. Great win for the South Island. They are very happy with that.
I'm sorry, I'm just down here in the Canterbury Glen Eagles pit. If you have a look up on the screen and look at what we're filming right now, you can see just how much, if you smoke up a right rear in a Superstock, what's left of it. You can see the damage here to the panels, to the upright pole. Look at the damage to the rim, around the tyre here, has all just wound itself around the suspension. We'll quickly talk with Asher Rees as well. Great win. Provisionally, Asher, 130 points to 65. Great start for the Glen Eagles.
Yeah, great start. We could have done with a few more points, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Good to get the win and good to get home, I suppose.
Malcolm, this 19 car was absolutely humming out there. Great win for the Canterbury Glen Eagles, 130 to 65 provisionally.
It sort of didn't quite go to plan for us for the start. It was pretty close. Bit of a shame seeing Jaden pull in. But Lloyd Jennings has moved into that spot and it sort of opened up like we thought it would. And hey, maybe Stratford didn't know I was ahead, but yeah, those boys were just holding them up and banging them around, so it was bloody good. It's first time in a long time to feel good with a good team.
And then we'll go to the official results for race number 1, the Rotorua Rebels versus Baypark Busters. Gary Hunter there, 100 points, the 93R car. Second spot, Kira Remnant, 19M, 40 points. David Ellsworth, 87M, 25 points. 118R, Bryce Steiner, 20 points. Mark Costello, 98M, on 10 points. Rotorua Rebels, 120. Baypark Busters, 75.
I'll just dive in and say the Lions go out for their first run for the night. They'll warm up along with the Waikato Wanderers, Peter Fielding, the team manager here. The boys, bit of a run. They had a warm-up earlier in the week.
That's right, we had a run against Hawkeyes last weekend and a bit of a culture change for some of the boys, how we race, and just have to see how they go on tonight.
Is it tough for you guys bringing different drivers each year and sort of starting again at some point?
Yeah, that's right. It's not just tough on drivers, it's tough on them with cars, because 3 of these drivers haven't raced these cars before, so it's tough on them as well. It's just, you're basically jumping into a lion's den.
Well, guys, winding down their laps. Ticket flag out. We'll go and find out what's up with the 555. An issue it might be that they don't need for the Lions.
It's a 5 car. That was Frankie Wayman Jr. Ted, as he's known.
And also Carl Hawkins, the 175 GB. So we've got Frankie Jr.'s son out there. Junior, 555. Frankie Wayman Jr.'s son-in-law. Carl Hawkins out there, Phoebe's partner.
Yep.
So good,
all part of it.
Good run for the Wayman family out there.
The teams are waiting on the go. They've had the go.
The rope's been thrown away.
It's almost a fight these days because it's not easy to get through. There are only about 5 of them at a time. Some of the drivers were actually sort of pointing to what they wanted before they could, so that they knew what they wanted to do to save time. Mostly it is tape. So Frankie's going, oh, see even here saying where they want it. He's just saying wrap it around the roll cage, because that's where he wants it. He's trying to help them. So they're actually making a bit of a meal of this. It's just not. That's how a lesson in how not to put race tape and get the sun out of their eyes. This is the worst time. You can see our shadows getting longer and longer down here at the moment.
Race number 3 on the program. Waikato Wanderers, Great Britain Lions. 10 laps the distance for these teams races. The Ute pulls away. Here we go. The British Lions, the Waikato Wanderers. There we go. Aaron Alderton gets away. The 218 with Bobby Griffin in charge. Lee Fairhurst on the brakes off the start there. Frankie Jr., the 515 on the back of Eustace. Alderton and Griffin having a play down there in 3 and 4. Look at this shot from Tyson Wooten on Fairhurst. Hawkins to the infield, the 175. So Tyson Wooten taking care of Fairhurst, allows Alderton through. Griffin goes with him. The two leaders are sticking together. Alderton's having it coming together with Hawkins. Bobby Griffin's the race leader.
Great block from the Lions. Very good block.
175. Carl Hawkins has Aaron Alderton held up. Bobby Griffin's the leader. Frankie Wayman into second. So here we go. Here's our two race leaders. Bobby Griffin moves out. Let's King Frankie through. Frankie's going to deal to Ashton. Goes infield. Comes back out behind though. Alderton's gone round in 1 and 2. Eustace is holding off Fairhurst. Bobby Griffin and Frankie are having a hard time getting past Ashton. Frankie gets through. 7 laps down. Bobby Griffin still in second. Alderton to the wall thanks to Fairhurst. Frankie is your leader. Fairhurst clips.
Oh,
Ashton.
shot!
Oh, Eustace has got Frankie.
He'll drive away. Eustace with a great shot. Rear end suspension damage on the Wayman Junior car.
It's okay because Bobby Griffin is still leading the way. The 116, the race leader. Frankie's holding on to second. Bobby Griffin into the back of Ashton, pushes him wide. Into the wall, in fact. Bobby Griffin, he's playing around, he's the race leader. Straight past Eustace. White flag, way to go. Bobby Griffin leads it. Frankie Wayman Jr. in second. That left race gone.
Elderton taking up the wall, coming off 4. Race leader comes round.
Ashton puts Frankie Jr. to the infield. He's got to get going still, Frankie.
Check it flag.
Bobby takes the win. So this 166 car takes the win. Can Frankie fire it up? He's got to cross the line. Alderton's gone over the line.
Brilliant win for Teamgb, 110 points to 85.
Oh, brilliant. Over the moon with that, that'll do, won't it? Try and carry on into the next one, fix some damage and get in there.
Has that settled the nerves a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well done, brother.
Thank you.
You boy.
Yeah, no, I was nervous going out for that, but we're here now, so let's do it.
What was it like going out on the parade and seeing thousands of fans sitting there?
Oh, absolutely awesome. We don't have anything like this. It's absolutely like breathtaking, really. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then to have a race win as well, it's awesome.
Brutal teams match, a lot of wheel damage to Team GB, but you guys have got a huge crew here. They'll get it sorted.
Yeah, no, we've got a brilliant crew, all these guys. No, we'll be all right. We'll get it fixed and we'll go out for the next one.
All right, well done again. You got a massive cheer from the crowd.
Yeah, no, brilliant. Cheers.
Right, back to you guys.
Mike, while you're there, just if you get a chance, have a look at I think a pivotal thing here tonight is if they can fix the car, because the damage is on Frankie Wayman Jr.'s car. So if they can get that car fixed up, that's going to have a big impact tonight.
Okay, yeah, we'll have a quick look at the 515 car. You can see over here they've got it up on the jacks. They've got the brace underneath, and they're working on the left-hand side of this race car. If we get the camera to come around here, we can have a look. You can see how badly damaged that rim is. It took a massive impact right here. You can see how it's been impacted into the tyre. That's going to have some bearing on the suspension and everything else back here in the side of the car as well. They've got about 5 guys working on it. There's damage to the suspension strut. They're just about to take that and replace a shock. And we've got our next team's match going out the gate, mate. I'm interested to watch this one.
And look at this, you should see them. They've taken a leaf out of the Waikato team's book where they used to line up from the stand. They know where the Hawke's Bay supporters are. Right in front of the Palmerston North Parts World corporate box.
Up in there is the Barry family, and of course it's 10 years since we lost the great Peter Barry. You'll see the 71 flags on the back of the Hawkeyes cars, and we're just going to throw to some official results, guys, because we got official results from race 2. Stratford Scrappers versus the Canterbury Glen Eagles. Malcolm Natai, 19C, taking the win in the 100 points. Gary Johnson, the 52S, in second, 40 points. Mitch Vickery, 26S, 25 points. Lloyd Jennings, the 25C, takes 20 points in fourth. And Asher Rees rounds out the top 5, gets 10 points for the team. Christchurch Glen Eagles take 130 points. The Stratford Scrappers, 65. Then we go on to race number 3. We've just hit it there. Team GB taking on the Waikato Wanderers. And we'll go official results on that one too. So Bobby Griffin will take the 100 points for the first, the 166. Aaron Alderton, the 218 car, in second, gets the 40. Blair Ashton, the 422 in third, gets the 25. Aidan Eustace, the 97, takes the 20. Lee Fairhurst, the 217, gets the 10. Teamgb, 110. Waikato Wanderers, 85.
Guys, look how many cars have parked up down here to get work on them. I don't know, but the fastest race of the night so far was about 50 guys jumping over that pit fence.
Yeah, Mike, I think we've set a record. This is the most we've ever seen piled up here, but it's the miss that tank's got that's the real issue. I don't know if they can do anything at all about it. Just see if we can see what's going. Might be electrics or coil that they're looking at down in there. Regan's leaning in through the side. It might be electrics in behind the firewall that's the issue.
Well, Malcolm, that car sounds like it's free revving now.
Yeah, they've sorted it. I'll just have a quick word. Sounds like you sorted it.
Oh, we've got a plug in the computer. Not sure if it was in there properly, so we just... it sounds better now. Must have been the plug in the computer.
Sounds a lot better, that's for sure.
Wanganui Warriors will have pole position for this one, and it looks like Matty Wise in the 136 car will take up that pole. Randall Tarrant, the 66, off grid position 2. Thomas Stanaway making a return to teams racing off grid 3. Chad Ace lines up on 5. So the rest of them slotting in. Sean Smith, he'll get his team champs debut in the 53 off grid number 4. So here we go. We're in the starters' hands. Marty Jones to the infield. The Ute moves away. The Warriors, the Hawkeyes. Here goes Matty Wise, Randy T on the brakes. Dion Mooney straight backs out. Oh, Matty Wise is spin half spun. Stanaway to the lead. Chad Ace in behind him. Here comes Jason Long in the 1 car. Matty Wise still in the charge. Sean Smith's got a breakaway in the 53. Wise is going to try.
Spun himself. Spun his teammate.
So, behind
Thomas
him, here we go.
Stanaway, turn 1.
Dion Mooney, he's got the hard drive. Oh, Jason Long spins him out.
Yeah, watch 6. He's just adjusted his mirrors. That's always a key.
Chad Ace has dropped off as well. So Sean Smith and Matty Wise are going to pick up the running rolls. Chad Ace and Dion have picked up the block rolls there.
Here we go.
Here comes Randall Tarrant at the far end. Turn 3 and 4. He's going to be the one to take care of Mooney. Or is Mooney going to get Tarrant? Mooney will get Tarrant. Jason Long inside, outside, goes to the outside. Long and Stanaway straight through. Now they're going to work on Ace. Turn number 2 into the grandstand. Chad Ace, big shot from Long. He's got Stanaway with him and Tarrant. Stanaway gets through. Jason Long gets through as well. Hawke's Bay. Oh, good shot from Mooney on Tarrant. In 4. Tarrant's underway though. So Stanaway and Jason Long working in unison. 7 laps down. Matty Wise taken to the wall by Randall Tarrant. Wise in 3rd. Sean Smith round. Mike McLaughlin. We go red.
Let's see what's going on over there. They're going to go and have a chat to 53.
You see Mike Mack
infield.
tried.
Oh, they're sending Sean Smith to the infield.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I completely missed what Sean Smith may have been involved in. We go green again. So the 1NZ leading it. From the 87, they got Randall Tarrant running shotgun in front, the 66 car. Mike Mack rejoins the track. 8 laps down. There goes Randy, trying to take to Mooney. Mooney, he's got nothing for Long, so white flag out for Jason Long. Stanaway gives Mooney the good shove. Jason Long has the race in control with Thomas Stanaway in behind him. Matty Wise is going to keep the hammer down, try and collect some points for the Warriors. But no doubt about it, crossing the line, taking the win, Jason Long. Thomas Stanaway, 1-2. Great run there for the Hawkeyes.
Let's watch the stuff around the grandstand. 2 cars haven't finished the race here. Stuff
Mike
still
Mack,
going on.
yeah,
Mike
Mack's
Mack
got
with a broken
Mooney.
car.
Mooney's gone past. Can Matty Wise get through? Because Matty Wise is the points gunner for the Warriors. Oh, Mike Mack just deals to Mooney and Chad Ace. They both cross the line, Mike Mack. Yeah, I've just got a message through too from the officials with that send to the infield their team, and the 53 V car was sent to the infield for taking out the 84B while Mike Mack in the 84B car, he was parked over the pole line. and Sean Smith took him out. So, of course, when you're on the grass, you cannot be taken out.
Well, just if we get the camera straight into that cockpit there, we'll get right in there and have a look, and you can see that what they're playing with down here. They've got the little box there. There's a broken wire in there somewhere. That's the issue with it. Mike Mack's just unplugged it. He's having a look, but it's the wire that's on the loom here somewhere that is causing the problem. We'll have to see if we can talk with Mike. Mike, disappointing for you there, but brilliant win provisionally for Hawkeyes, 160 points.
Yeah, just one of those races, though. Yeah, I don't know.
Something that obviously that the guys can fix in, before your next one.
Yeah, I hope so, mate. Hopefully the back arse is not too bent, but we'll get it sorted and get back out there.
Thomas Stanaway, wow, 160 points provisionally for the Hawkeyes. Brilliant start, top so far out of all the teams.
Yeah, had a good run, a few lucky breaks, but H is a long way to go yet. Anything could happen. But no, it's definitely a good start for us anyway.
Both you and Jason just stormed away. You were running in tandem out there. It looked like you guys were telepathic.
Yeah, well, that was our main thing. Like our pre-seasons, we sort of haven't really been working as a team. Like we get along good as a team, but on the track we just haven't been doing it. So that's been what we've been drilling into each other all week, is just get together and pair up and go. So it worked.
Well, few people talking this one up. Is this going to be the right night? Tony Mack, you sort of alluded to that as well as you walked over it. This is going to be a tough one, I think, with your words.
Well, I think it's going to be tough for both teams. You know, they're going to take it to each other, I'm sure of that.
We thought, and I think this is going to prove us wrong, that guys were going to be worrying about points, but this might be survival of the fittest.
Absolutely. It's, at the end of the day, it's first across the line racing, you know. You've got to win the race. You can't do anything else.
Hold on to your seats, race fans. I think we are in for a battle royal out here. It is going to be a ripper.
We do know it's Keegan Levine off pole. We'll soon find out. It all changes come the first corner anyway. Ethan Rees is outside of him on the front row, and Peter Rees off row number 2. Nick Valance off row 3, and Gary Davis, the man from the Nua, racing for the Gisborne Giants.
Right, here we go. Wellington Wildcats. Will it be the Wildcats against the Gisborne Giants?
Here we go, the green drops. Levine straight into Rees, and Rees straight into Robertson. Robertson tilting. Keegan Levine though in the lead. Ethan Rees in second. They're battling it down the grandstand. Ethan Levine's gone round. Nick Valance in third. Peter Rees in fourth. Oh, here we go down the far end. Ethan Rees takes over the lead from Keegan. Keegan puts Peter. This is a real cat and mouse race, this one, because here goes Fairbrother and Gary Davis. Nick Valance is your lead car, the 45 from Peter Rees in the 2. They're creeping up on Ethan Levine. Dale Robertson charging hard, so...
Oh, here's a shot!
Here we go, Fairbrother up and over!
Brilliant!
No, it's not Fairbrother over, but Fairbrother's involved. Nick Valance is over.
Paul Fairbrother, what a shot! Brilliant from him. Lined them up and dispatched them. Superb.
Let's see on the replay. Here we go. Fairbrother leans in. Oh, Valance actually digs in. He digs in and goes over. So great shot there from Paul Fairbrother. What he did is he came, as Fairbrother came flying in and got Valance, it looked like to clip the Ethan Rees car and just flicked them over. Official results for the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes versus Wanganui Warriors. In first place, taking the 100 points, Jason Long. Second went to 87B, Thomas Stanaway, 40 points. Third to Chad Ace, 4V. Takes out 25 points. Dion Mooney, the 6V, fourth and 20 points. And Mike McLaughlin, 84B, fifth and 10 points. Only 5 finishes. Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, 150. Wanganui Warriors, 45. We did have a change to the results because Randall Tarrant, the 66B, was excluded for contact after the checkered flag. And we've lost the 5W. He's parked up on the infield there.
Yeah, well, they're about to go. Red lights out. On a restart, we'll find out after. Here they go.
Here comes Peter on Fairbrother again. Wow, bullfire! Down the grandstand they go. Peter Rees, Fairbrother gets him. He's got him, no, slips through.
Yeah, has to get out of it because he's up on the pole line.
Here comes Ethan. Ethan's over the pole line. He gets spun, so Peter Rees cooks another lap. Dale Robertson, he's still charging hard in the 89. These guys have gone to battle many a times, Peter Rees and Dale Robertson. They're only 7 laps down, there's 3 to go. Fair Brothers pull to the infield. Peter Rees has got 2 in front of him. Ethan Levine, it all hangs on him to stop Peter Rees. Oh, he dispatches Ethan. He's got Gary Davis behind him. Can he pick the right car up? Davis goes round. Peter Rees slips through.
He just tagged him, but it wasn't enough.
Now it goes to Fairbrother. Fairbrother's got to get Peter Rees. He's right up by the wall. Peter Rees gets through. Fairbrother's gone round. Levine has to stop where he is. Fairbrother's got to get firing. Last lap for Peter Rees. Dale Robertson now. He can't get past Ethan.
Fairbrother.
Last shot. Last shot for Fairbrother around here in 3 and 4. Here comes Peter Rees. What can Fairbrother do? He's got Ethan in front of him. Rees will know that. Fairbrother pins him up. Rees is too much on a mission. He goes through and takes the win. Peter Rees wins it for Gisborne. Dale Robertson. Oh, look at this. Ethan Levine gets Ethan Rees up the wall.
Fairbrother's coming. Fairbrother will get points here.
Yep, Fairbrother's got the hammer down. So Fairbrother will cross the line, pick up some points. The lights are still green. Ethan Levine, he has to cross the line too.
They're just watching a little bit of a fire.
Oh, we got a fire. Ethan Rees is getting out of the car. Quick, smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a fire on the 127 in turn 1. The lights are still green though.
That's mad because it's green. They're still in race conditions. He's going to be in serious trouble.
The lights have gone red.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess when you're in the car, you don't know the reds, what the lights are. Yeah. The main thing is to get out of that car, I know.
Well, I don't know, mate. I reckon in some ways you want to stand because if a car came around there, man, it's going to make a heck of a mess. So, yeah, bit of a scary one. What do you do?
Well, the checkers were out, and I think most of the drivers would have known. But still, I agree there, Malcolm. A very interesting call, but
just frightening. Just a scary situation. Yep. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's the one. You did right there.
This guy's doing his job. He's stopping people coming in here because they don't want anyone to find out their secrets, and it's a really tight ship. So, but I'm sorry, I slipped over the fence. Now I'm going to grab Peter Rees. Peter's in conflap straight away. Peter, good win for you. Brutal race. We could hear the crowd just erupting. 120 points provisionally for the Giants.
Sweet. That's what we needed. Those guys are going to be tough.
Everything's going to be tough, mate, and we could tell just by... I didn't even see that race, get that? But I knew what was happening out there because the crowd was just erupting with everything that was going on, and with only 4 finishes, that shows you exactly how brutal it was.
Yeah, it gives those guys, they took it to us. But we better assess that damage, it sounds like we got a bit.
All right, yep, we'll let the crew do what they do so well, and we'll let you go.
Thanks, boss.
Next 2 teams out the box, the Auckland All-Stars taking on a very fresh... literally very green Manawatu Mustangs.
So Lonergan driving the Silver Bullet, the Chatfield car, done a few laps in it previously. See how quickly he gets to grips with this car. Marks always turns up rotten tie in the 599. He was the man at the North Island Superstocks down in Wellington at the end of 2018. So let's see what damage he can cause on the Mustangs. The Mustangs looking good and strong as well. Remember our first ever female, Rebecca Barr, on track.
Pretty exciting to see Rebecca out there. She went straight from mini stocks into super stocks, missed out the stock cars, and she's a very, very able entry into the Manawatu Mustang side. And of course the history, if she does get a start, history will be made.
Yeah, the Manawatu Mustangs lining up on grid number 2 for them. Justin Cunningham, probably the most experienced teams driver in that team, stock car teams though. And on the inside, another very experienced stock car teams driver, Gary Lonergan, a member of a championship-winning Auckland Wildcats, making the step up in the Silver Bullet, a car full of history at Team Champs. Must be easy 20 years, Malcolm, for the Bullet at Team Champs.
Rebecca Barr lining up, history about to be made.
Look at this, that's awesome. So Ricky Dykstra, the 28, pulls to the infield. Rebecca Barr now becomes the first female to race at Team Champs. There she is. The camera's in on her. Grid position 7. In behind Rocket Ron. I can just quickly inform you, we'll go through the results later, but there's a change in result for the Gisborne Giants versus Wellington Wildcats race. We'll get back to that later.
Well, intrigue with past results. We'll find out from Stu after this one. Rightio, will it be the Manawatu Mustangs?
up against the Auckland All-Stars.
Here we go, the stage is set. We go green. Lonergan gets away in the bullet. Brendan Charlin in behind him.
Again, stopped on the outside line. Mustang gets turned. Ron Ty turns one. Watch
Rebecca
out.
Barr on Ron Ty. What a shot. Bex gets into Rocket Ron. Righto, here comes Lonergan on petrol on Justin Cunningham down in front of the grandstand. The bullet pushes Cunningham to the infield, rejoins, so he'll maintain the lead. Oh, Ron gets one back on Rebecca. David Lowe now moves up the position for the Mustangs. He'll go up the inside of Ron. Here goes Charlin. Oh, squeezes through. Big shot.
Look at the 44. And through goes the 99.
It's all going on out there. Rebecca Barr's getting into it with Ron Ty once again.
The 722's going nowhere. Flat left rear.
Here comes Lonergan on Barr. No, he gets through easy. She's got right front. Oh, look at this. Lonergan's huge shot. Rebecca Barr gets him. Wow. What a massive shot. Ron Ty once again holds her up. Lonergan still leading in the 741. Charlin in the 44 is second. Still on, another shot down the far end. Robbie Maybe on David Lowe. Gary Lonergan, the 741, still your leader. Charlin is catching Ron. Straight into the rear of the tank. Well, that one would have hurt. The 44 car on the mission in second spot. Brendan Charlin. Can Cunningham pick up the leader? He does slightly. They go infield. Lonergan will have right away being on the track. Lonergan's open. Cunningham gets him. Drives into the side. Now where's the 44 of Charlin? He's coming around 3 and 4 now. Here we go. The 44 is your race leader. The Mustangs go to the lead. 7 laps down, 3 to go. Brendan Charlin's the leader. Jamie Ferguson's charging hard in the 99. So Rebecca Barr, she's got to do the job here. Maybe. There we go. Charlin goes around the outside. He's got clear track in front. Here we go. Charlin's going to get the white flag this time round. The Mustangs are in the lead. The Mustangs. He's got near on clear track in front of him.
Cunningham just fired the 33 into the 741 of Lonergan.
Well, let's watch this because here comes Brendan Charlin on debut, the 44 car. He's going to take the win. The Mustangs take the win against the Auckland All-Stars. Jamie Ferguson second in the 99. The 44 takes the win. Brendan Charlin in first. Ferguson second, they cross the line. Rebecca Barr
in third.
Justin Cunningham crosses the line. How good is this? Let's hear it, crowd. The Manawatu Mustangs, they take the win. Ian Parfitt, the manager on the back. A very, very new team, all on debut. Rebecca Barr becomes the first female driver at Team Champs. Didn't she do great?
Fantastically, picked up a third.
Absolutely dealt to Ron Ty, and no doubt, I guarantee it, Ron Ty will get out that car. He will go straight and shake Rebecca's hand because that's what Ron lives for too.
We're going to chat to the history maker, Rebecca Barr, the first female driver at Teams to get on the track, the first female to score points, and you started off with a win. Look at that smile.
Oh, that's one of the best feelings ever. I had honestly no idea we were in that race, but when I come round to see Brendan collecting the checker flag, I was pretty stoked.
You know, once you get out on the racetrack, you pull a helmet on, you get out there, there's no men and ladies, it's just all about races.
Yeah, I'm just one of the boys, and yeah, it's good to be a part of it, really.
So here we go, official points. Wellington Wildcats versus Gisborne Giants. Peter Rees takes out the 100. Dale Robertson, second spot, 40 points. Ethan Levine has been confirmed as a finisher. They brought that reds on to allow Ethan Rees. So Ethan Levine finishes 25 points in third. Paul Fairbrother, 52W, fourth, 20 points. Gary Davis, 31G, 10 points in fifth. That gives the Gisborne Giants 110 points. The Wellington Wildcats 85. Oh, this is the one that we've been waiting for, to see the Palmerston North Panthers up against a Rotorua Rebels team that took out their first race win. So they'll be absolutely fizzing from that. The Rotorua Rebels off grid 2. So Jordan Deere off pole position. Alan McRobbie off grid 2. Bryce Steiner there on 3. It'll be Scotty Joblin off 4. William Humphreys is on 5. The 94 car, that is. William Humphreys. AJ Extons gets his debut, the 14R car, off 6. Gary Hunter, the first race winner, off 7. And Bankston, Peter Bankston clocks up another team's race. Off the back there, grid 8, Wayne Hemme to the infield. And Darcy Murant for the Rebels.
Right, we better get some noise going. Will it be the Rotorua Rebels? Will it be the Palmerston North Panthers?
Let's do business. The Panthers, the Rebels. Deere, he nudges McRobbie out. He's holding them off. Here goes Steiner up the inside. No, William Humphreys pushes through. He's your leader. McRobbie chasing in. He's got some Panthers in behind him. So, William Humphreys is your leader. McRobbie, he's holding up the whole Panthers team. Gets together on the infield. Bryce Steiner drives himself into the wall. Don't know what was going on there for the 118. He's parked in the wall. That was a hard shot. So, William Humphreys comes in on McRobbie. Gives him a good nudge. He's got 3 Rebels. What's William going to do? Scott Joblin's in second. AJ Exton's in third, but here comes Jordan Deere. Great manoeuvring from William. William Humphreys. Through he goes. Big shunt there from Scott Joblin. So Panthers still running 1 and 2. Bankston. He's stuck in behind the Hunter car. Boy, clipped the right, the left front's gone from Peter Bankston's car.
The left, yep, front left.
Now looks like a brake disc there, is it? Yeah. Could have come off too with it. Here we go, green again. Your race leader, Scott Joblin, just around here in 1 and 2. He's stuck in behind AJ Extons at 14. That dip of Extons is just glowing. There's sparks flying, so that's probably the car there, Malcolm.
Yeah, it might have been actually.
Yep. So William Humphreys up the inside of Extons. They both of the Panthers just deal to Extons. Right around the outside. Here he goes. Oh no, they're right in the wall too. That pops out the other side. Scott Joblin, your race leader. Here comes Joblin. Right round the outside of 2 Rebels. Gary Hunter just can't quite clip him. Jordan Deere's going with him. Jordan Deere in third. So Panthers running 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. Bankston's flying with no left front.
You wouldn't know he's on 3 wheels, would you?
Oh, good shot there. McRobbie on Humphreys. Big punt. Jordan Deere on Extons. 14R. Gets the serve up the whole bottom end. The rear end's just dropped out of that car. He's limping along. The 3 Panthers, they're sticking together. Scott Joblin, Bankston fires Hunter. White flag.
And stops Tim at the same time.
1 to go. Scott Joblin, Jordan Deere, William Humphreys sticking together, protecting their man. Bankston's, he's out. He's got to be done, surely.
No, he'll turn around.
No, here we go. Fires up. No doubt about it, though. The race win. Scotty Joblin takes the win. William Humphreys pulls up. He's got to get round Hunter. William Humphreys still has to finish the race. Jordan Deere's finished up. He'll finish in third.
Hey guys, down here in the pit as they tow back the 58 of Peter Bankston. If you have a look at the left front of that car, it just totally ripped that wheel out. You can see the damage down here to the axle, to the front bumper, as they put the axle stands underneath and get prepared to go to work straight away on that 58 car. Wasn't he a superstar out there that time, the 58 Peter Bankston?
The Auckland Allstars Manawatu Mustangs race. Only 4 finishes. Brendan Charlin takes the win, the 44 car, 100 points. 99A, Jamie Ferguson, 40 points in second. Rebecca Barr crosses the line in third, 25 points. And Justin Cunningham, the 4th and final finisher in that race, 6P, 20 points. Manawatu Mustangs, they finish up 145. Auckland All-Stars on 40.
Guys, I'm back down here in the pit still with the Panthers. Let's go and have a look at the damage to these race cars. Let's have a look at the 94 of William Humphreys. You can see there some of the wheel guard damage. He's got cut rear tyre here on the right side. They're pouring some water into this car to keep it a little bit cool, jacking it up. They'll go to work on it. But we'll grab Scotty Joblin first as he climbs out of the 52 car. Scotty, job done for the Panthers. Good start to the defence of the title. Top 3 across the line.
Yeah, no, that was what we talked about earlier in the night. So to put it out on the track, that's a good start for us.
Peter Bankston was an absolute star for you guys out there. He just went out and annihilated everybody.
Yeah, no, it looked like it. He's got a little bit of work to do. We'll get that car back up and going again like he always does. So, no, he's a valued member to the team.
What's it like when you hear the wall of noise from the fans up there in the grandstand?
Yeah, you think you wouldn't be able to hear it on one of these things, but you can. It's it gets you going probably a bit more. So no, it's great.
The Canterbury Glen Eagles sitting on 130 points. The Baypark Busters only on 75. Right, we're clear to go.
Colorado Ute leaves.
Busters on pole. And we go green. Ellsworth, he's got the Bash brothers all on the back of him. Ward and Rees. Oh, Ngatai takes one to the wall.
Wow, watching a remnant. Is he blocking?
Well,
his car's not going. Surely not.
In the lead.
Oh, Remnant's car's not going.
Jaden
Ward. It's got to go to red. Sure.
Jaden Ward, Malcolm Ngatai leading the way for the Suck It Up Glen Eagles. Kerry Remnant sitting down there on the start-finish line. The car not running.
Buster's only got 2 cars running.
Bruce Williams down here in 1 and 2, not running either. There we go, red.
Yeah, probably a good move. A good move because that's the worst place. That is frightening.
I just went down into the Hawkeyes pit before as well, Stu, and I just talked about the 84 car and Mike Mack, asked them if they'd sorted that problem, had they localised it, had they found it. They said it was the ECU computer in there. It has a common earth, and there's also other earths in there. So they went right back through the wiring loom, found the issue, rerouted it, taped it up, rebolted it where it needed to go. They reckon that the 84 car's good to go for next one.
How's that? A little bit of wire, cost the job. There we go, we go green again. 971, your leader, Jaden Ward. Malcolm Ngatai out there on 3 wheels himself. David Ellsworth moves into second. So the Suck It Up Glen Eagles, they've got to protect their man. Jaden Ward's flying in the 971. Right round the outside he goes. David Ellsworth on the back of Harley Robb. Harley Robb, let's see if he can dispatch of Ellsworth. Can Ellsworth get through the 991? Ellsworth being held up. Good job there. The 126 goes up. That'll move him into second. Malcolm Ngatai doing his best. No right front on that car. Here's a shot at Bruce Williams. No.
Where to go?
Jaden Ward comfortably leading the 126 car.
Turn 4, Ellsworth got spat out.
1 to go. Jaden Ward, the 971 car. Look at this. Scott McEwen saw it. He's on the brake straight away on the pole line. He's got to keep moving. He knows that he has one shot at Jaden Ward. Oh, there it is. That's not it. That was half. That was Asher Rees. He got the wrong car. Jaden Ward takes the win. Jaden Ward, the 971, wins it. We'll let the rest of the field finish. Malcolm Ngatai's got to cross the line. Vital points, potentially. Asher Rees crosses too.
Asher Rees, brilliant win for the Glen Eagles again. That's 2 wins tonight. Now you just got to sit back and wait and see if you've got enough points for the semis.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to get the wins. The Eagles are really showing the colours today, and it's just one of those nights. We're lucky we've had a lucky one. Hopefully we're going to have points to get through because these guys drive like champions.
I think Jennings, for the Busters, I think he thought that you were Jaden Ward coming down the home straight, and he attacked you, thinking that it was the race leader.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely made a mistake there because it didn't go to plan for him, I don't think. So hopefully he's all right. You never want to hurt anyone doing this, but it is a game we're in, and we all take the same risk.
You made a big mess to the right-hand side of his race car, that's for sure.
Oh, that's what happens when you pull out at the end of the straight. I wasn't lifting.
We'll have some official results from the Palmerston North Panthers race and the Rotorua Rebels. Taking the win for the Panthers, Scott Joplin, 52p, 100 points. Second went to 94p, William Humphreys on 40 points. Third place, 581, Jordan Deere, 25 points. Bryce Steiner, 118R, fourth, 20 points. Fifth went to 14R, AJ Exton's 10 points. Palmerston North Panthers, 165, Rotorua Rebels, 30, which totals the Rebels after their 2 races to 150.
Rightio, the 54 from the Scrappers, the Seals, Winslow sponsored car will come and park in the pits along with the 515. So they alluded to things not being 100%, and that's certainly the case.
Just to clarify though, Malcolm, it is Frankie in the 515 getting out of the car?
They're sitting in there strapped in.
Well,
staying in there. But
who knows then? Who knows? Has he done like last year's teams and jumped in another car? We go green anyway. Bobby Griffin on the brakes, the 166.
Vickery in front.
Yep, Vickery's in the lead. Here we go, Lee Fairhurst taking charge. Oh, this time, so it's actually Bobby Griffin that goes round in the 166. Junior, Ted was on the brakes. Vickery leading the way, the 26 S car. Hard charge of the Fingers. Last year, here he goes. Around the outside of Carl Hawkins, the 175. Fairhurst in good charge. And he goes straight past. Oh no, Shearer's picked them up. Got him down there at the far end by the looks of it. Vickery though, flying through the Teamgb block men. Frankie Junior picks up Hook at the 82. Hawkins goes round. So Vickery in the lead.
Johnson behind
Johnson,
him.
Yeah, Bobby Griffin in third, 166. Then we go back to 217 of Fairhurst. Bobby Griffin. Here he comes down the grandstand straight, trying to get past the Scrappers block men. He's got 2 teammates charging him through. What he needs to do, let them through and have a crack. So 26 leading the way. All Teamgb lined up here. But Vickery picks up Griffin. No, it's Shearer that picks up Griffin. Vickery got caught up himself with Junior. Shearer came out second best with that one. 26S still leading. We go red. The Reds are on. The 555's coming off with the loose right rear wheel guard.
Yep.
So we lose Ted.
So we'll explain that. That right rear wheel guard must be secure in place for teams racing. Can't race without it.
Right, the reds are out, the greens are on. We're back into it. Got the mark. We've got another one. Fairhurst on another one down the far end there. Meanwhile, though, Vickery, he's got it going his way. Doing the job for the Scrappers. Look at this. Shearer and Booker holding off Griffin and Fairhurst. Meanwhile, Vickery and Johnson just clocked their laps up. 8 down. They're running 1 and 2 there. The Scrappers.
Going to get through the right inside. Both of them got through.
This is a superb job here.
No one to stop them, of course.
Here we go, 1 to go. Vickery takes the white flag. He's got Johnson in behind him.
Good shot.
Good shot from Bobby Griffin there on Booker. And it looks like it will be from the flag. The Stratford Scrappers will take the win. The Scrappers will take the win. Mitch Vickery in the 26S car from Johnson in the 52.
Boys, just jumping in. Frankie Wayman, unfortunately, not the night that you hoped for. You're a little bit sore.
Yeah, no, not sore. Just fucking cars down and struggled.
Not the way you want to go out.
No, no.
Wasn't sure. I thought maybe you jumped into another car. All right, you'll be back next. You don't want to watch. Absolutely, you'll be back next year. Let you know too. Absolutely. He is cat and mouse, eh? He did jump on the 555 car.
I
Frankie
knew something.
Wayman Jr.
I thought that was the case, Mel, when there was no one getting out of the 515. That's why I says to you, check the driver.
Yeah.
We'll quickly go through some official results for the Canterbury Glen Eagles versus the Baypark Busters. First place, Jaden Ward, 100 points, 971C, that is. 126 in second, Asher Rees picks up 40. The sole Baypark Buster finisher, 41M, Bruce Williams, picks up 25 points. 991C, Harley Robb picks up 20. Malcolm Nato, the 19C, picks up 10. Christchurch Glen Eagles, 170. Baypark Busters, 25. Canterbury Glen Eagles now move on to 300 points. And unlucky the Baypark Busters to miss out on qualifying, only with 100. I'm picking there's going to be a very different tactic for the Hawkeyes in this one, judging by the positioning there of one Jason Long. Well, we heard Thomas Stanaway say the key thing they've been working on in all their practice races and in their team meetings is working as a team.
That team thing, guys, that kicked off about 5 or 6 years ago when James Buckland came in.
Here we go, underway. Look at this, Long on the brakes. We called it up here, Alderton. He's holding up Stanaway. And look at this, Quinton Ryan gets his first team champ start, but look who's in the lead. It's the two of them again, Stanaway and Long. The 87 car in the lead, 1NZ. Oh,
he's over.
Shot.
7's over.
He's over. Yep, the 7 of more goes over thanks to Randy Tarrant in the 66. Let's go to the Video Hub replay. Look at this. Randall Tarrant fires in on Dave Moore, and up and over they go. We go green. The greens are on, and it's the Hawkeyes, as we say, running. First, second, third, Thomas Stanaway, Jason Long, Quinn Ryan there, sticking together. That literal teams race, we've got the sparks flying from one of the Wanderers. Randy T pushes Tyson Wooten to the infield. Aaron Alderton, sparks are flying from the left rear, the 218 and the right rear as well. That wheel guard rubbing there. Oh, Stanaway, he gets him. Car spins himself, but that's right because it's his own team riding behind him. Randall Tarrant, he knows his teammates behind him, picks up the Here we go, the 66B on the 717. Look at this, he's put Tarrant to the wall, opens the door. The 3 Hawkeyes go straight through. Now they chase down a very wounded Aaron Alderton with that left rear. They should just be able to put the fort down. Go around the outside, they do. Made it look too easy. Stanaway was the only one that got caught up, and he flicks around Alderton. The Hawkeye, well and truly in control of this race, as they were in the first one. So here they go. Round Alderton again. He has absolutely nothing for them. Stanaway just making sure he stays short. Randall Tarrant comes in to support the team. Tyson Wooten lays in wait. Alderton cruising around. He's got nothing for the Hawkeyes at this stage. White flag now. When Ryan takes that to 46. Around the outside of Alderton, the 218. Here comes Long and Stanaway as well. Randall Tarrant. He's going to back the team up. Oh, Alderton finally hits one to the wall. It's not going to benefit though. Ashton flies through. Nothing of it gets Stanaway. But Quinn Ryan will take the win for the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes. Second place, Jason Long. Stanaway holds on to third. Blair Ashton fourth. Great effort there. Good try from Ashton.
Hey Stewie, I'm not going to hide my elation at the moment for what the Hawkeyes have just done out on the racetrack. I'm here at the 46 car of Quinn Ryan. Quinn, you finally get to go out on the track as a Hawkeyes teamster, and you bring home 100 points for a race win.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty stoked actually. Nice to get out there and race with the boys. So and to have a good run like that with all the boys, first, second, third, and fifth. Can't ask for more than that. So we're at.
All right, we'll talk with Jason Long as well, the 1NZ. Jason, you and Thomas, you guys have got to be the Turbo Twins, mate. You've got a great understanding on the track, and what a win for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, it's Tom and I have done a few teams races together now, and it's bloody good to get Quinn out there too. It's his first Teams Champs race, actual, and he got the win, so no, that's bloody good, but we're only halfway there, that's the easy stuff out the way, you know, and it's definitely not easy out there, but tomorrow night it's just going to be a whole nother level.
We'll get some official results out.
For the Lions and Scrappers.
Yep, the
coming
official
up next.
results for the Lions and the Scrappers. Here we go. First place, 26S, Mitch Vickery gets the 100. 52S, Gary Johnson gets the 40. Then we go back, the 166 is Bobby Griffin, 25 points. 217, Lee Fairhurst, 4th place, 20 points. And 75S, Carl Shearer, 5th, 10 points. Stratford Scrappers, 150. Great Britain Lions, 45. That puts the Scrappers, their total, to 215 points. And Teamgb sitting down there on 155 total. So here we go, the Wellington Wildcats taking on the Wanganui Warriors.
Utes to party, here we go.
Let's go racing, let's see how we go. Look at this. Dale Robertson jumps to the inside, he slips through Chad Ace, so 89W taking, Chad Ace!
The grass.
Attacking through the grass, that's an interesting one there.
He's come back though.
Yeah, Keegan Levine, so now Dale and Keegan running 1-2. Look at these heaps of them on the main straight, the back straightaway. So here we go, Robertson, Levine, Keegan Levine that is, Chad Ace. Paul Fairbrother is going to pick up Chad Ace. Dion Mooney is charging through in the 6 car. Yet still it's Dale Robertson. They've now got Ethan Levine in the mix. Keegan sitting in there in second. We've lost Matty Wise to the infield. The 136 is pulled in. So Wellington running 1-2. Great block job here from Ethan Levine. Can he pick up the Wanganui runners though? Mrs. Mooney missed out on Chad Ace. Here comes Paul Fairbrother. Mooney and Ace come up on Fairbrother. Give him a good thwack. Ace goes through, Mooney spins out Fairbrother, he goes through as well. So Dale Robertson, your leader, from Keegan Levine. Mooney goes over the top. They're going to team up. This is the Wanganui blocker, they won't want to get him, they need to get the 4V car. That's what, they miss him too. Our leaders almost lapping the white flags out, 1 to go for Wellington. So Dale Robertson, Keegan Levine running side by side. They need to still pick up one more spot. Let's see what Fairbrother can do. He gets one last crack, but it will be the Wellington Wildcats who take victory. 89W, Dale Robertson, and 5W, Keegan Levine cross the line together. Scott Duncan, he'll cross and finish the race, be recorded as a finisher, as will Fairbrother, Mooney and Ace.
Right, we'll have a quick chat now with Dale. Dale, good way to go out with a win there.
Yeah, that's right. We were bloody close in that race against Gisborne. You know, we threw it all at them, and I think only someone like Peter Rees can escape with a win like that. You know, our boys did well there, so we were fired up to get the result we came here for, and good display there against Wanganui. So hopefully that's given us a good points haul and takes us through to tomorrow.
I think provisionally you'll finish on 205. Stu up in the box says that's possibly provincially a Tier 2 semi-final.
Right, yeah, it'd be nice to, obviously we came here wanting to be in that top tier, but hey, we'll take that and come back tomorrow night and keep going the way we're going, hopefully.
It's always a good way to finish with a big win.
It is. Might have looked a bit easy out there for me and Keegan out the front, but shit, those boys down the back, Paul Fairbrother and Ethan Levine, I don't know if I'll be putting my hand up to do their job quickly. You know, they're certainly doing a great job down the back and making it easy for us up the front.
We've got some official results coming through our way. Here we go, the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, Waikato Wanderers. Official results here, 46B, Quinn Ryan takes the win, taking that 100 points. Second place went to the 1NZ, Jason Long on 40 points. Thomas Stanaway, 87B, in third, 25 points. 422, Blair Ashton was fourth, 20 points. And 66B, Randall Tarrant in fifth with 10 points. Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, 175. Waikato Wanderers, 20. That puts the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes to 325 points. And the Waikato Wanderers sitting there on 105 total.
Bottom two Mustangs, Gisborne Giants. They're going to be climbing the mountain for this one.
Yep, it looks like it's the 127 on pole.
The 722's out, guys. Did a fan to radio in the last one, so might have got a bit warm, so they're parking it up.
So Ricky Dykstra makes a debut. Rebecca gets another run. Here we are on the green. Ethan Rees gets away. Ricky Dykstra, the 28th car. And it'll be Rebecca Barr as well there.
Move to the front.
Oh, here we go. We've got one round. It's Gary Davis holding up the 6 of Justin Cunningham. So the Giants running 1-2. They need these points, valuable points. Ethan Rees leading it from Peter. Then we go back to Rebecca Barr. Ricky Dykstra and James Kirk getting a run as well. So James Kirk, another making a debut tonight at Team Champs. So 2 of the Mustangs and 2 of the best in the business in the Rees family. Oh, look at this, straight through the Rees team go. Ethan leading it in the 127. Peter in the 2NZ. Rebecca Barr in the 34 in third still. She comes up on one of the Gisborne block cars. We got a couple down around there. Looks like Dykstra. It'll be Charlotte and one other. It'll be Gary Davis in turn 3 by the looks of it.
Oh, we got Mustang up the wall. Rebecca Barr's running behind Gary Davis. She's going to try and get past him. She has got past him. Gary Davis had a shot, but he completely missed her.
The Mustangs, they need someone to slow up and just get the blocking going. It looks like Cunningham's picked up the leaders, but he's got problems. Gary Davis is going to put Cunningham to the infield.
As he has to.
So good block job there for Gary Davis. 127. Ethan Rees ahead of the 2NZ of Peter Rees. Then we go 34 Rebecca Barr, the 331 of James Kirk. Ricky Dykstra, I think he's thinking is in third spot. The white flag's out, 1 to go for the Giants. Peter and Ethan doing the job. Oh, look at this, James Kirk, Rebecca Barr, great battle. This is for third. And these are vital points too for the Giants. But here they come, the race winners. Ethan Rees, Peter Rees, 1-2. Taking the race. Look at this, Rebecca Barr. She's got the better of James Kirk, and off she goes. Kirk still needing to finish as well. The 331, oh, Rebecca Barr, she's waiting for an attack. She's slowed right up. I think she hasn't seen the checker. James Kirk's actually going to get past here if she doesn't move. No, Rebecca Barr will pick up the third spot. The 34 ahead of the 331.
Ethan Rees, just quickly, mate. Race win for you. Provisionally, 270 points. Giants through the semis.
Is that for serious or was that through the semis?
Yeah, well, 270 after those 2 totals of your 2 teams.
So the Panthers.
Panthers are still to come out. You're sitting in second place behind the Hawkeyes at the moment.
Oh, sweet, no, I'm happy. The car's going good. Big ups to the team, getting the car ready. Had a bit of damage after that first one, so big thanks to all the boys that got onto it and got it done.
So our last race of the night. And then we'll go through some points once again. After this, we still have to get the official results from Wildcats race in the Mustangs race. So here we go.
It's away.
Last race of the night. Jordan Deere in the 581 gets underway. Ron Ty chasing hard. Ron Ty made his Panther debut and won that race early this season. Scott Joblin's gone round in the 52. 2 Auckland cars sitting there in second and third. Ron Ty pressuring. It's Jordan Deere. Jordan Deere's been taken out, and we got one up and over. It looks like it's Wayne Hemme. Here we go to the Video Hub replay. So Jordan Deere gets spun into his teammate, puts Hemme into the wall, and up and over he goes, thanks to Rocket Ron Ty in the blue canoe. Lonergan involved in that as well, different angle. Up and over he goes.
Hey Stu, probably a good opportunity just before we go racing to give people a heads up. A big change this year. Presentation in front of the grandstand tomorrow night. Here we go.
That's the one.
Panthers.
So, look at this, Jordan Deere straight underway. The 581. your race leader. Gary Lonergan in behind. Oh, Jordan Dee's got some damage. Lonergan in the lead. Lonergan's leading it from Ron Ty. Auckland are running 1-2.
I tell you what, this could be one of the great upsets. What's Bankston going to do? Bankston has to be a hero like he was in the first.
Well, Auckland are running 1 and 2. Look at the block job. Ron Ty on Bankston. Auckland doing a great job. Oh no! Jordan Deere gives it a shot. Lonergan gets through.
Yeah,
Ferguson's gone with him. Well, here we go. The two Auckland cars leading the way. Marks is on Joblin. He's got to get Scott Joblin. Jordan Deere putting it all on the line. Bankston's down the far end. They're all tangled up. Lonergan. They got Lonergan. Joblin's gone through to second.
Oh, we got a fire on the 741. Is that refire? It is. It's a refire.
Jamie Ferguson round the outside of Jordan Deere. Here comes Joblin up the inside. Marks can't do it. Joblin to the lead.
What an incredible drive.
Oh, as Rusty would say, the pendulum has swung.
Right at that moment, and the red lights come on, there's a fire on the outside of the Lonergan car owned by Chatfield, the 741, the Silver Bullet. Wow, and look at where they stop, park, wait, and think. What's going to happen now?
Well, they haven't taken Lonergan off yet.
No, well, they've just actually gone back. We're just waiting. So Marty, the clerk of the course, is talking to the referees, trying to hear the word. Ron Ty's just had a word, was waving over the officials, or the St John's. He wants to push. Ron Ty is done.
No,
Ron Ty's going to the infield.
Yeah, we just saw the St John official there giving the heads up to Marty for a push to Ron Ty. Hey, I'll tell you what we'll do in this meantime while we're waiting. We'll quickly fire out some official results, eh?
Yeah, do that, Stu. You got about a minute. They just hooked up. Ty's
so
they're still deciding on Chatfield.
The official results from the Wellington Wildcats and the Wanganui Warriors. Dale Robertson, the 89W on 100 points there, takes the win. Keegan Levine, 5W second, one on 40 points. 4V, Chad Ace, third, 25 points. Scott Duncan, 23V, 20 points. 6V, Dion Mooney, and fifth on 10 points. That gave the Wellington Wildcats 140 points and the Wanganui Warriors 55. Then we go through. We might have to grab the next lot after this race. The lights go out on the Holden Colorado pace chute.
Got the greens.
Green. So Bankston sitting down here in turn number 2. He's your block man for the Panthers. He'll pick up Scott Joblin. Bryce Marks. Oh, look at that. He literally picked up Scott Joblin. Opened them up for Marks. Goes through Ferguson. And look at the sparks are flying from Joblin's car. How is that? Bankston. Oops. Puts the wrong car in, but he'll pick up the white flag anyway. Ferguson's got problems there anyway with Bankston. Joblin, he'll just put the foot to the floor. He'll have two Auckland All-Stars lying in wait. Ferguson, he looks like he's done in the wall. Marks has got one shot at Joblin. Gets him, spins him. Bankston straights him up.
No, he got through.
How was that?
He's got through.
Peter Bankston saved the day after he took Joblin out. Scotty Joblin, the 52 car, takes the win.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Jamie Ferguson limps across the line, so it was Bryce Marks' car that was gone off, and Ferguson, even though he was in second, he had the one final crack.
Hey, Stewie, he's still smiling. I got the 58 of Peter Bankston down here. Mate, you guys made hard work of that.
Oh, she was a bit hard work, and then I pick up Scotty. I looked at the blue on the front of this, our Panthers.
What?
The blue, and I thought, I just stuffed it up. But hey, we still got the win. This boy great.
Hey, you saved him off the final turn. He was heading sideways. He pinballed off you again and went across the line for the win.
Yeah, that was good and good, eh? Like, our team's good, like the boys are great. So, so thanks to the fans out there.
Yeah, Scotty's smiling as well. Scotty, that was hard work for the Panthers, but job done.
Yeah, it got away at the start a little bit from us, and we just clawed our way back, and yeah, lucky we got there in the end.
What was going through your mind when Pete did that move on you?
Yeah, I thought, he's just moving over, let me go, and shit, hang on, what's going on here? and I knew there was some Auckland cars too, and just got lucky to ride it out and finish the race. So it was a bit close, but we got there in the end.
Fair play though, when you come off that final turn fully locked sideways, Pete was there to save you.
Yeah, no, it was, it was. He played his part too, so the whole team is awesome to be part of. So.
Right, Stu.
We've got some official points here from the Manawatu Mustangs Gisborne Giants race. Ethan Rees 127 first, 100 points. 2NZ, Peter Rees second, 40 points. 34P, Rebecca Barr in third, 25 points. James Kirk, the 331 G car, fourth on 20 points, and the 28P Ricky Dykstra in fifth, 10 points. That gave the Gisborne Giants 160 and put them on 270 overall, and it put the Manawatu Mustangs 35 and 180 overall. Okay, here we go. We're going to get some confirmed Panthers results up here.
Scott Joblin on the
Scott
100.
Joblin wins the race, takes out the 100 points. Jamie Ferguson, the 99A, second on 40 points. Peter Minkston, the 58P, third, 25 points. Jordan Deere in fourth there in 20 points. Palmerston North Panthers, 145. I was going to say Jamie Ferguson. The Auckland All-Stars, 40 points. So the All-Stars finish up on 80. The Panthers finish up on 310. Looking at tomorrow night's table, Hawke's Bay versus Gisborne is your semi-final, and your second semi-final will be your second place team, the Palmerston North Panthers, taking on the Canterbury Glen Eagles. That's your Tier 1 semi-finals. If we look through to Tier 2, it'll be the Stratford Scrappers taking on Great Britain Lions. And the second semi-final for Tier 2 will be the Wellington Wildcats taking on the Manawatu Mustangs.
Panthers, bit of an oops at times last night, but tonight's the one that counts.
Yeah, no, we got through, so it's going to be a different game tonight, so we'll see what happens.
Another team out the pit gate there, the Great Britain Lions. 166, Bobby Griffin managing to keep the car on all four wheels last night. Great job from Bobby. Ted, he's back. Frankie Wayman Jr. We can call him Ted, we can call him JJ, but he's in there in the 555 car. Carl Hawkins, the 175, made his debut last night as well. And the 515, one of the kings of Formula One stock cars back in England. It's Frankie Wayman Jr. So that's your Great Britain Lions. They'll also be joined by the 217 of Lee Fairhurst.
Just we've got have a quick word with Wayne Hemi. Wayne, how are you tonight?
Yeah, pretty good.
All sorted out?
Yeah, pretty much sorted out.
It's racing, eh? All sorts goes on.
Yeah, well, John Deere robbed me over, so, you know, you can't get nothing worse than that.
Quick run down through the track with those Stratford Scrappers. They've just come out. Mitch Vickery in the 26S, Gary Johnson. In the 52S car, Blair Johnson. In the 54S, Carl Shearer. 75S, Hamish Booker in the 82S. And the reserve driver, of course, is Paul Johnson.
Bobby, congratulations on getting through an interesting night last night, but you enjoy your racing first and foremost.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant. The crowd's amazing and the sun's hot. We had a few beers last night and hopefully a few more tonight. So, but no, it's try and get that third place tonight and do our best and put on a good show for everybody.
Good stuff. All the best tonight. Frankie, you going to play games with us? Which car are you going to be in tonight? You're just trying to make sure I'm on top of it, aren't you?
Just keep it on the game, Yeah, no, we're back in the 515 tonight, everything fixed up, so it's all good.
Just briefly, what did you have to do? Quite a bit of work.
Yeah, we took back end out of it, did a bit of damage to the prop shaft, the gearbox, so it's a bit of work, but we're back sorted now.
Carl, enjoying being part of the weekend?
It's always a good weekend down here, isn't it?
Certainly is. How's the body after last night?
No, we're in pretty good nick, ready for another round tonight, so yeah, looking forward to it.
Good stuff. Have a great night out there tonight.
And behind them, the Manawatu Mustangs, Justin Cunningham in the 6P car, Ricky Dykstra in the 28P, Brendan Charland in the 44P, David Lowe 722. The reserve driver is Chris Collingwood, and in the 34P car, the lady who made history last night by being the first lady to drive in a Superstock Teams race at the Superstock Teams Champs, Rebecca Barr, and she did extremely well. What a wonderful first-time outing for her. She had 2 teams races, and I think she got a couple of thirds. She acquitted herself fantastically.
Justin, busy night last night.
Yeah, it was a good night. Stoked to qualify in the top 8. The whole team did really well, and good hit out for us, for most of us, first ever teams race in Superstock. So yeah, look forward to tonight.
I'll go and get into it, and best of luck.
Cheers, mate.
Ian, plans for tonight? What's your the boys got a way of going about this?
Yep, we're here to get third tonight. They showed what they could do in the first race last night. Unknown team. You watch them tonight.
But next up, the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes. Jason Long will lead them, the New Zealand champ in the 1B car. Regan, outstanding night last night, incredible haul.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for anything more. You know, the boys drove awesome, and they were superb, and yeah, they just done an awesome job.
Right, well, best of luck tonight.
Yeah, no, awesome, thank you.
The Wellington Wildcats on the way. Keegan Levine, the 5W car. Shane Davis, the 7W. Ethan Levine in the 46W car. Paul Fairbrother in the 52W. Dale Robertson, the captain of the side, the 81W car. And Josh Prentice tonight is the reserve driver. Stewie, your team from the heart.
Yeah, the Cats, definitely they're back for another night of racing, the Wellington Wildcats.
Keegan, you guys probably would like to have had a better night last night, but going to come back for tonight.
Yeah, we always knew it was going to be tough against Gizzy, so yeah, unlucky to have gearbox issues, but we gave it a shot. I mean, we didn't get destroyed, so we banked enough points to come away with 5th, so we're still pretty happy with that, so I will just give it a good nudge tonight.
Canterbury Glen Eagles, 19C is Malcolm Natai, Lloyd Jennings, 25C, Asher Rees, 126C, Jaden Ward in the 971 car, Harley Robb in the 991C. The reserve is Zach West.
So here comes the suck it up, Canterbury Glen Eagles. Ricky, outstanding effort. Boys are in the semi-finals.
Yeah, mate, the only South Island team here representing New Zealand. So, I
tell you what, in every team, we see how much it changes. Every team has got an absolute chance. Anything can happen. As usual, I think the damage, the carnage in the semis is going to dictate tonight.
Yeah, we've got to take a hat off to Asher Rees. Worked on the car till 3 o'clock this morning. Started again at 7, fully rebuilt the car. All cars are 100%, all drivers are 100%. What more can you ask for going into a semi-final?
Can't question the commitment.
Can't question the commitment, and these boys are absolutely amped and pumped. This semi-final will be off the hook.
Malcolm, you loving this?
Yeah, bring on the Eagles. I've been saying smash the peas. Well, we're going to do our best, so bring it on.
If you smash the peas, it means you actually smash the North Island as well.
Hey, we're the only South team here, so we're doing it for Nelson as well. So thanks for the support from everyone, and we're going to go and do our best.
As the Giants come our way, the 2NZ leads them. Mr. Stock Car Racing, Peter Rees. Hang on a minute, he hasn't got his red bands on. He's already ready to go. Steps off the mud guard that they put on these cars just to add a bit of weight, I believe, is the reason. Pete, we're in for a hell of a night.
Oh yeah, this crowd's got bigger.
How's the nerves? You get nervous?
I did last night when we had to race the Mustangs.
Why?
Oh, they had nothing to prove. We had everything to lose.
Good point. Dangerous races, those.
No, that was good. Good race.
Good stuff. All the best. Go and grab up and have a good night tonight. Nick Valance, bit of smoke out of your car last night. All sorted?
Yeah, no, we're all right. We ran out of gravity. Ended up upside down, but that's all right. Got a new wing, new attitude, and we're into it. We should be good.
So no other issues with the car?
No. We that was just silicon sitting around for a while. Hasn't done much this year, so we'll get into it. We'll rub a few.
We've talked about those silly little things that get the gotchas.
Yeah.
You don't know until it happens.
Gravity.
Now you love this, though, eh?
I do. This is my last meeting, so...
Last meeting when?
This is it.
Ever. Give it up for Nick Valance, race fans. It's his last night retiring. You've heard it here.
Thank you.
You're not. Yeah, well, he is. He's had enough.
There's a very special presentation that's going to take place on the infield just down in front of the grandstand with the Barry family. And Malcolm will lead us through that. Then we'll head into some national anthems.
Thanks.
And we'll get the show on the road.
Thanks, Stu. Yes, down here live on the infield, and a special moment because, of course, one of the things we know, we sometimes, sadly, we lose people that mean a lot to us in motorsport, especially Speedway. And we've got the Peter Barry family here. Andrea from the Barry family, welcome along.
Thank you.
You've got a fantastic presentation to make on behalf of the Barry family.
Yeah, we'd like to donate $5,000 to St John's.
Right, and obviously because they do, yeah. Thank you, race fans. And Phil Budding and the team from St John's here to accept that, and what a fantastic, generous offer by you.
Well, we know you can't go racing without St John's, are really important. Yeah, so people are putting their lives out there, and yeah, we miss Pete. And I'd just like to say thank Bruce Holden, Scotty Myers, and the Barry family for coming along tonight. It hasn't been easy, but they've really got him behind tonight too. So
I can understand that. It's great to have you here because, look, we're Speedway's family, first and foremost, and we always remember these important people. And, look, we really appreciate you coming out to do this. It's something very, very special. So hope you always keep coming back. Peter's so loved. He will always be remembered. So thank you for stepping up and coming out.
thank you. And thank you, St John's. Really appreciate it.
Right, well, I'll let you hand that over to Phil Budding. Fantastic. $5,000 from the Barry family race fans. Sam and Rob down here, and Phil Budding from St John's. What an outstanding thing.
Yes, brilliant, isn't it?
It certainly is. And I know you guys, on behalf of all the race sport fans, but especially the drivers, thank you to all the work that you guys do.
Yeah, thank you guys too. Great.
All righty, outstanding. Right, give it up, everybody, for the Peter Barry family and St John's. Tony Mack, issues with Dale Robertson's car. It's obviously significant.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dale's car has failed to start, so we're now going to get our 3-minute bell once he gets over to the pit gate. So we've called for Brian Hartley. We've got an electrical fault with the car, unfortunately, so Shane Davis might be in the hot seat, but he's more than capable of doing the job for the Wildcats.
All right, let's have a look here. So quite a few cars to the Great Britain Lions, 4 of the Wellington Wildcats over there. Simon's in there, so they've already had the bonnet off on that. Just trying to see if I can spot Brian there, if he's managed to make his way.
No, we haven't spotted Brian Hartley. Well, there's parts flying over the fence galore for the Wildcats. We can see Rob Linton down there under the bonnet. Josh Prentice, the 6th driver, he's in on the action as well.
I want to see if there's anything at home. They're going to be able to run or not. Levine gives the thumbs up. He's going to be underway.
So Great Britain have the pole. Shane Davis, his time to shine, the 7W, the ballistic bullet, as that car is known. This will change things big time for the Wellington Wildcats. One of the pivotal men amongst the team, Dale Robertson, out of action.
Right, just as they grit up, he's taking his helmet off. Dale, I know that's gutting, just nothing can be done.
No, that's right. Replace the easy stuff. We just don't seem to have any spark. So I'm pointing to the ECU now. So the boys tried hard, but hey, we're more than capable. Everybody out here has run a couple of times this year. You know, you saw how good those blockers were going last night. So they'll bring it home. I've got complete confidence, and we're moving to the next stage.
So here we go. We wait the Holden Colorado to pull off. And we go green. Keegan Levine, great start there, the 5W, off and gone he goes. Bobby Pierce and Frankie Jr. in chase. Shane Davis goes with them. The 555's out there as well. JJ, Frankie Jr. He goes full gear, brother. Just moving the 555 over. And that allows Keegan to go through now. Bobby Griffin having trouble getting past Fairbrother. 515 on the 46. Levine and Wayman going at it. Wayman spins around. Here goes Levine on Fairhurst. We know Fairhurst can use the bumper effectively. Keegan Levine gets through. Still in the lead. Frankie Wayman Jr. in second. Fairhurst is going to give chase to Levine. He's going to have to play the defence.
Oh, good shot, turn 3.
Here he goes, Levine, hold on. Luckily, he's got Paul Fairbrother there. He's going to have to get on the block job because Wayman is the new leader. Frankie Wayman, the new leader, takes Fairbrother to the infield. Keegan Levine struggling to get past. Lee Fairhurst, the 217, gets the job done now. So at the Wildcats, they've really got to stop the 515.
Frankie Wayman.
Here he comes. Ethan Levine gets the chance. Puts Keegan to the lead.
Pivotal block.
So look at this. The 46 WK. Wellington, they're running 1-2 now. The Wildcats. Frankie Wayman Jr. He couldn't get the pass done on Ethan Levine. Good job there by the 46 now. The 7 having problems getting past Fairhurst. The battle continues. Wayman, Davis takes a shot at Wayman, gets it wrong. There was really no need for that because he's sitting in third. Now Wayman,
look at this, there's a big
Davis
shot.
Takes a massive shot at Wayman. The 5W leading, Fairhurst is chasing hard. Bobby Griffin's pulled infield. We go red, we've gone red.
So, check on Frankie Wayman.
Here we go, look at this. He puts Ethan Levine in. Here comes Shane Davis. Ooh, that's a touch and go here. David, it's touch and go. Looking on our replay.
Actually, I'd like to see that again because it's been an issue.
The wheel guard, the left rear wheel guard's gone. But let's look at this replay. Oh, yes. We just catch it in the corner. Here we go green. 46 straight into it, and as is the 5. He's shoving his way through there. Keegan Levine, the man on a mission this time round. Shane Davis gets a big serve from Fairhurst. Still in second is the 7W of Shane Davis. Broken away, 1 lap to go for Levine. The Wildcats will still be wanting to get the points as well. Fairhurst has stopped there. A lot of steam. There he's waiting for Levine though. Let's find out. Here he is. Keegan Levine crosses the line for the Wildcats to take the win. He is pumped. Now they've got to get the rest of the team over. Shane Davis in second. Bobby Griffin crosses the line for third. Fairhurst can't fire it up. Stuck down there. Here comes Ethan Levine puts himself in. He needs to finish. Frankie Wayman Jr.'s pinned him in the wall. That could be vital points. Well, has he got the car to get going? I think they're stuck in there. They're leaving them. The greens are still on. Oh, they've got them fired up. They're going to cross the line. Vital points there for the Wildcats. Huge points for the Wildcats in that one. 170 points to the Wellington Wildcats.
Yeah, 100 fist bumps. You heard that live, Tony Mack. That's a good haul of points.
Yeah, well, we need it. The team's been building, and we really feel like we're justified, and we really want that third place tonight. So, man, we're going to give it everything we got.
Start to grid them up, Scrappers, with winning the coin toss.
The 54 starting off the pole position, Gary Johnson.
I think it might be Blair Johnson tonight. I think they might have moved them over.
Moved the 6th driver into the team there, Dave.
Yep.
You've got the inside Goss there. Good man. 6P, Justin Cunningham on the outside, the front row, David Lowe, 722. And the 82S of Hamish Booker sharing row number 2. 52S, Gary Johnson. And the 44 of Charlene on row 3. And the 34 of Rebecca Barr. And 26 of Mitch Vickery on row number 4.
Hang on, we've just got an issue here with, we're wanting team manager. Someone, the 52 might have an issue. Andrew, I think they're after the team manager. Something going on with the 52 car. So they're just calling over Andrew Lewis, the team manager, Marty Jones. So the looks like the 75 might be going out.
Well, how's that work, Mel, once they've gridded up? Do we
That's
know the
exactly
rule on
right.
that?
Look, as you're saying that in Wanganui, I've just taken my other earpiece out, and Ian Parfitt saying exactly the same thing. Gridded up is gridded up. So that car's got to start there. They can pull him out. He's got to start. Now, but that's a question. Do you start the race or do you remove him for safety? You've got to take him off, don't you?
Well, they're going to remove him.
Yeah, but they're going to
I
start
think-
one car down.
Yep, they will, because I remember we had this problem a couple of years back too. I cannot pinpoint the race, but I do on memory have this. So they're not going to move him.
No, they're going to put him back.
Gonna...
So I wonder what the issue is. Andrew, what's the issue with this car? Do you know?
It won't start.
You're kidding. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So what he's going to rely on, and what they don't want to know, we won't say anything actually, because these guys might be able to hear through the PA. We don't want to influence what might happen, so we're not going to say anything at all until this race starts, because it could give another driver, another team an advantage. Right, red
Here we
flags
go.
in.
So we're going to get ready then. We know
there's
some issues out there. Let's see, we're going green. Justin Cunningham on the brakes.
That car was going.
The 54.
Cat and mouse, that car was running.
Well, either that or he's dropped the clutch with Rebecca Barr on the push.
No, he drove
So
away.
Here we go, Barr gets into second spot. The 54 is your leader. 34 in second. 52 and 722 have it coming together. So Mitch Vickery, the block man with Cunningham for the scrappers. There goes Cunningham. He's got to get the 54 car. Doesn't. Oh, here comes Rebecca Barr though. She's going to pressure on Mitch Vickery all over it. So Blair Johnson leading the way for the scrappers. They spin out Vickery. Charlin doing a great job keeping Mitch Vickery at bay.
Johnson, Barr, Charlin, and then
Big shot from Barr on Vickery. Semi spins herself, and Charlin's coming through up the inside. He's going to protect his teammate.
Oh, I tell you what, that's a very dodgy pole line drive there too. 54 will come through. Mustangs needing cars to get going.
Still sitting in the second position is Rebecca Barr. She comes up on Mitch Vickery. Another big shot. Oh, we got
one over. A little bit of fire on Cunningham's car. That car was stopped.
Yeah, he's ridden up the side and ripped the bumper off there.
Had it go, and it's come out the wrong way. That's for sure. Rolled himself. Big shot.
Phones a galore just started ringing up here, Malcolm. Just everyone's phone. But we're going green for the race. Rebecca Barr comes on the bridge. She's going to have to get into the defence though and try and hold off. Either that or she's just going to have to gun it and go, because she's sitting in second. Look through Mustang car. Charlotte is parked up down in 3 and 4, facing the wrong way. Vickery gets Rebecca Barr around the wrong way. At the moment, there's no Mustangs cars moving. This one is going to be tight.
Yeah.
There's only 3 scrapper cars going, so they can actually only score 165 points anyway. The scrappers will no doubt convincingly take the win. There's still 3 laps to run for Blair Johnson. Hamish Booker now officially in the second spot.
It's not very often that we see this. It does happen, but maybe once every Teams Champs where one team's been completely eliminated.
Well, the Scrappers done it last year to the Wildcats, and they're going to do it again this year to the Manawatu Mustangs. So, oh, here we go. Bex is fired up. The 34 is underway.
She's going to do what she can.
A one. Oh, she gets a huge shot there from Vickery.
Oh, just check Vickery's car.
She's going to pull to the infield.
She's
back onto the track, sorry. She's still going. She does not give up. Rebecca Barr. She'll want redemption. This is what it'll be all about now. Puts Vickery to the infield. If Rebecca Barr can actually get ahead, she's still third in the race. She's still third in the race. Blair Johnson takes the win, the 54 car. Hamish Booker in second, and Rebecca Barr picks up another third.
That's amazing. Pivotal moment for her to get that going.
And a pivotal moment in the race, because it's actually cost the Scrappers some points, and they were vital points as well. Only the 4 cars finishing. So that'll give the win to the Scrappers. We'll look at the provisionals, Mel. It'll give the Scrappers 160, unfortunately sending them to the 5th and 6th race.
I tell you what, Stewie, there were some very relieved Wildcats supporters down here at the pit gate that walked away with some half smiles on their faces, thinking that they had got away with that one.
This is where we're going to find out who is going to be the first of our finalists and looking to win the ENZED New Zealand Superstock Teams Championship. 2 outstanding teams.
Malcolm, I think I can hear that tank of Mike Max. I think it's misfiring again.
Yeah, I thought I could hear that as it's
way
coming
back.
around.
Yeah, trundling around. Got his hand up. Oh, he puts his hand up in absolute despair. Smoke coming
Gary
out
Davis.
again of the Davis cover. That's rubbing going in. Just watch it in the corners. It's on the outside, I think. Not sure if that's tyre smoke or exhaust. Maybe if you guys have a look, you'll get a good view of it from the outside. Coming down into 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's probably, I'd say it's definitely exhaust.
It's getting worse too. Right, they come over the pit gate. 3 minutes. Bonnet's going to come off. Regan O'Brien on the clips fast as they can. Try and get that bonnet off. Again, it's
Malcolm, they replaced everything on that. They replaced the computer, the wiring loom, everything.
So they're doing a test to see which spark's not going. So one of them, hopefully you can see that on the shot here. Offset engine, you see that? See the engine sitting onto the inside. So offset weight with the V8 under the bonnet there on the inside of the track. It's also Jason Long stopped down here. I think he's just chilling out having a chat. Dad Murray here having a look. Everything seems to be okay.
This is a tough call, isn't it, Malcolm? Do they send that car out into this team's race, or do they bring in Quinn Ryan?
You bring in Quinn Ryan because they come here with 5 top cars. You've got to back yourselves enough that you can leave any one of those guys out. And we heard that from Tony Mack before for the Wellington Wildcats. They had no qualms at all about having to swap a car.
The 1NZ car now on grid 2. Stanaway on 3. Ethan Rees on 4. Peter Rees, the 2NZ off 5. Here comes Randall Tarrant now on 6. Mike McLaughlin is pulling infield. We lose the 84 tank. So not willing to risk the tank. And it looks like James Kirk is going to line up for the Hawkeyes. Couple of problems with 2 of the cars. Hawkeyes, Mike McLaughlin on the infield, Gary Davis on the infield for the Giants. Here we go. Green drops. Great start there from Balance. Long once again on the brakes. Now he's away. Stanaway chasing. Quinn Ryan gets Rees round. Here comes Long. Huge shot off Peter Rees. Smokes him the 1NZ on the 2. Here comes Tarrant finishing him off. Balance leading it. James Kirk, mate, time to put those big pants on again because you're out there. Let's Stanaway pass. He's got Quinn Ryan held up. Ethan Rees is charging fast too. Up into 3rd. Gisborne running 1 and 3 at the moment. Balance. He hasn't got any blockmen around him. Peter Rees is finished. Balance checked up. Stanaway goes in for the shot. Balance is getting going. He's off. Randall Tarrant pushes him to the infield. Problems for Balance. That car's smoking. Now he's going to move into the block row. Here comes Ethan Rees.
Whoa,
that was huge.
Up and over. What an incredible manoeuvre.
Up still going on.
He goes. It's holy hecker.
That has to be one of the biggest ever, doesn't it?
Oh, well, that was huge. Ethan Rees lined him up. Nick Balance straight into that block position. The car was smoking. And Ethan Rees just dive bombed Thomas Stanaway straight off the end. Here it goes once again. Here we go. So we see Rees just dive bombing Stanaway. Up and over he goes. Almost a repeat of the Rebels Wildcats back in 2002 when Barry Hunter got smoked up and over.
Thomas Stanaway, got to say, good to see. He's got a bit of a semi-smile on his face. Obviously, a little bit of stretching out his back. They're just checking on him at the moment.
So they're moving Jason Long out. Oh, I think there's some steering damage here for the 1NZ car. There is.
Yeah, he's got probably steering arms gone.
Well, he has to move to where Marty Jones wants him to, and if he can't do it, I think we're going to lose the 1NZ car too. Does he have to be facing the race direction when he restarts, or
No.
can he just...
No, as long as he's
where Marty Jones wants him?
right.
And when we say that too about where Marty Jones is under the direction of Speedway referees.
Yes,
so
that's what we should confirm.
Yeah.
So the referees box, they've got the clear view of the track. Marty Jones is just under direction. Look at this. The 127. The tow truck's being waved over. The 127 is being sent to the infield.
That's going to have a massive impact on the
Wow,
Gisborne team.
was that mechanical, or was there something we missed there?
I dare say that's something due to that massive hit on Stanaway. Well, it's effectively
Right.
now 2 on 2.5.
Here we go. Restart.
Go to green. Balance and Quinn Ryan very slow to get underway. Randall Tarrant is going to come with a shot on Valance. James Kirk, he's got the foot down. Okay, so here we go. Valance out of turn 4. Israeli to the 45. He's got James Kirk trying to work on Randall Tarrant there. Quinn Ryan is charging hard and fast. Valance goes round.
nice one.
And look at this. A hard right by Jason Long. Oh, how close was that? Now Valance is going to have to back up. James Kirk is now about to put his name in the history books. No. Randall Tarrant collects him. Valance is wide open. And that's it. Valance is the side rails. It's gone. Valance is out. They're going to bring the reds in a minute because there's no side rail on that left rear. So that's
Gone
it.
completely. That's Valance
The
gone.
Hawkeyes are just eliminating the Gisborne Giants. There's the wheel guard. We see it getting picked up. We lost it down in turn 1 here. What a shot. The 45, you're off.
Well, this is one of the most incredible semi-finals that I've ever witnessed. Early on in the meeting, they said that if Mike Mack's car wasn't right, then Randall Tarrant would have to step up. I think it's fair to say he has.
And this time, James Kirk, he's out there on his own. The sole Gisborne Giant left. Quinn Ryan is leading it.
He's slowed down already. He's slowed down. He's going to have a shot at Randall Tarrant. He's going to try and stop him.
Jason Long pulls out of the way for his teammates. Randall over the back of Kirk. Now he gets up to the side of him. Parks in front. That is going to be an easy way through for Quinn Ryan. The 46 car. Has it well and truly under control here.
Tarrant's got it fired up again. And a cut out, backs back onto the track.
So James Kirk, he'll have one corner, one shot. The white flag's out for Quinn Ryan. He's certainly stepped up this weekend.
And he certainly doesn't want Randall Tarrant there. He wants to get Ryan. That's what he needs to do.
So James Kirk, he'll have Randall Tarrant all on the back of him. Tarrant gives him the punt. Parks in front of him once again. And Quinn Ryan will come through for the Hawkeyes. Fist pumping out the window. Takes the win. The Hawkeyes are in the final. 46B. Quinn Ryan wins it from the 66 of Randall Tarrant and the 331 of James Kirk. Finishing up third. The Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes move through.
Right,
to
guys,
the grand final.
Just quickly, he's had some time to gather himself, Thomas. Great to see you climbed out of the car okay, but victory.
Yeah, bit of a stuff up, but awesome. The boys did awesome. Good to get through the final.
As a body, it looked pretty horrific, but come out, you're going to be maybe a bit sore tomorrow.
We'll love to see another day.
Good man, he's got the finals to look forward to. Thomas Stanaway, Regan O'Brien on the car, Randall Tarrant, they wait for. Oh, Regan O'Brien is going crazy. You'd think it's the final. In
Awesome
some ways.
work there from the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes.
Well, go the mighty Hawkeyes. There's a lot of happy crew just running back over to the pit now, but they're not going to be so happy soon. They're going to have a lot of work to do to get those cars sorted out for that final.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. I think they've got about a minute 30 of time to really enjoy this, and then they have got a lot of work
There
to
we
do.
go. Some great sportsmanship from Ethan Rees. Giving the Hawkeyes a round of applause, as does Peter. They knew exactly what to do. They eliminated Peter Rees nice and early. Here we go. The Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes through to the final.
I tell you what, if we can get Mike, if you can hear, we'll give you an idea of some of the damage. I know you'll be racing around the Hawkeyes at the moment, but
Hey,
just
mate,
had
I'm right there now, and we're just looking at Stanaway's car. Take a look at this. Have a look at the damage to this race car right now. You can see the top wing's been flattened. There's probably roll cage damage inside that, I would say. Side rail damage.
Here we go. They're on you now, Mike, so explain away.
You can see the top wing on it. It's just been absolutely flattened. The side rail down here, you can see that's been pushed in. There's steering damage at the front. We'll go around the other side of the car and have a look.
I think so far the best thing, Mike, superficial. That's not going to hold them up too much.
Yeah,
so.
well, you can see here the right rear. All right, it's got a rim damage. The front end's damaged. But actually, this side of the car, Malcolm, doesn't look too bad. There's about half a dozen guys on it straight away. And like you said, this is the time now where they're going to have to really go to work, because the Hawkeyes can't afford to go into that final down a car and have to use the tank of Mike Mack if they can't get it sorted.
I tell you what's going to happen too, just a heads up from Ricky, watch the Canterbury Glen Eagles. They're going to come over and salute their fans in the grandstand. So it's your time to make some noise over there. Give it up for the Canterbury Glen Eagles representing the South Island tonight. Ricky, a little anything to worry about?
It's obviously the Panthers, best team in the country, really. But no, these boys are absolutely pumped for this. This is going to be a rumble. Last night, I can't underestimate how much I had the reins on these boys, holding them back. There ain't no reins tonight.
Is that right? In what way?
Just not doing the big, massive drills. Tonight's a different story.
Yeah, it's all about point. That's absolutely right. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate that insight. Because that is definitely the case. We thought that, and yet some of the racing was quite solid, considering how much the points.
Right, there we go.
Dictates.
The 3-minute bell has been called. All 5 of the Suck It Up Glen Eagles jump the fence. Tape and cable ties in hand. I can't see there being too much sunstrike out there as such.
There wouldn't be much there at all. Most of it seems to be tape stuff. They are taping some of it. They're having a look.
Was a seatbelt tension adjustment on the Harley Rob car and tweaking the accelerator setting. So where the throttle holder is, they've just set that and cable tied off on the Asher Rees car in the 126. So they're going to lift up the front on the 971 car of Jaden Ward. And that's just to wind. He's got the inboard suspension. I don't know if we can see that on the camera down here if he comes around. The pit crew's in the way. So instead of going up and down on the shock absorbers, they run inwards. And the advantage of that is they suffer less damage. They're not as exposed. And they just take the weight off the car, winding the suspension to, I would think, stiffen that up at the moment. But I'll check if I can. We'll just find out. Are they softening or stiffening?
Just loosening it up a little bit.
Sorry?
They're just tightening it up a little bit.
All right, good stuff. So thanks for that.
Winner of this straight to the final. And then we'll figure out who's going to take on...
Okay. I'll just jump in because we need to. This is the hometown heroes here up against the South Island. So time to make some noise. Come on, let's hear it for the South Island support for the Canterbury Glen Eagles. Oh, whole of Christchurch is in town. What about the Palmerston North Panthers? Oh, you've got to give it the support at the moment. That is what happens with the out-of-towners all getting in behind the South Island team.
So Asher Rees and Peter Bingston off the front row. We're going to go green. The ute. The lights are out. He pulls to the infield. And we go green. Bingston's on the brakes. Asher Rees gets the jump. Scott Joplin and chase. Then we've got Jordan here and Malcolm Nartai. So, okay, here we go into the action. Harley Robb spins around Humphreys. Asher Rees leading it. Scott Joplin in second. Jordan Deere still third with Nartai in fourth. Got a battle here on the front straightaway. Asher Rees is going to catch up. So Humphreys gives him a smack. Here we go. This is the lead of the race. Joplin through. He'll take position one. Asher Rees can't get past Humphreys now. Joplin has to deal with Jaden Ward. In the meantime, here comes Deere and Nartai. So the Panthers are 1 and 2 at the moment. Joplin spins out. Asher Rees is trying to get off the wall. He gets off. The Glen Eagles. He's got Asher Rees in the wall. Here goes Jaden Ward's holding up Jordan Deere. Natai goes round to the lead. Natai's in the lead. He's got a blocker in front. He's got Jaden Ward doing the business in behind him. Finds 7-1. And Ward is holding up Deere. He's got Joplin around the outside too. Bexton's amongst it. Ward has got all three Panthers behind him. He gets pushed to the infield by Joplin. Now Natai's got to be careful here, but he's got Jaden Ward, pulls out on Humphreys. Humphreys spins to the infield. Natai's leading it. He's got Harley Robb tucked in behind him.
5 to go.
Here he goes. He's going to go with 5, let Harley Robb through.
Bexton having a spin.
Jaden Ward, Asher Rees doing the job here for the Glen Eagles. Natai through on Humphreys, great job. He's got Bexton in front now. Natai's going to have to look at this one because Harley Robb's got 2 Panthers to deal with. Who does he go? Natai gets through Bexton.
Tyre fire on Humphrey's car.
White flag. 1 to go. 1 to go for the suck it up Glen Eagles. 1 to go. Malcolm Natai with a clear track in front of him. The Bash brothers have done the job. Here we go. Race fans, your finalists, the Suck It Up Glen Eagles. Malcolm Natai taking the win. First spot, 19C.
Straight the back, straight up the wall they go. They've drilled them. Oh, look at this. It's still going on track. Humphreys gets drilled by the 126. Still under green flag conditions.
What? No, they'll hit Scott Joplin, is it? Crossing the line.
Carter, Joplin, Deere, possibly.
Get Joplin up the wall there in front of the grandstand. Humphreys just managing to cross the line. The Suck It Up Glen Eagles. They're through to the final. The second time ever that the Glen Eagles will be in the final. The last time was 2005.
Wow, what a turn up. Come on, race fans. Canterbury Glen Eagles, suck it up. And they've made the Panthers suck it up. Here they come in front of their fans.
Malcolm Natai, the Canterbury Glen Eagles, you're in the final, mate, and it looks like it was hard work. I'll let you have a sip.
Yeah, no, it wasn't hard work. I'm probably getting a bit old for this stuff, but yeah, the boys did awesome. I just read what they were up to. Harley Robb, I seen them in behind me. I let them sort out bench, and it was like, hey man, these guys are really awesome. It wasn't just me. I had an easy run on that race. So thanks to my crew and all these boys here. I just want to go and give them a big hug.
First semi-final, brutal. There was damage to the Hawkeyes. Canterbury Glen Eagles, 5 cars drove back in off the track. A little bit of steam. That's nothing that too major there. Is that going to be a telling factor for you in the final?
Oh, it's not going to be a telling factor for us in the final. Look at this legend here. Come here. You bloody beauty. Go on, mate. I wouldn't underrate them Hawkeyes, man. I've been watching them all weekend and they're really going good. So we picked up a level then. We're just going to hit 5th gear now. So, yeah, bring on Hawkeyes.
Here's the 94 of William Humphreys. You can see they're working on the diff and on the rear axle here, trying to sort out that, just putting back on that strop. And we're going to talk with, hopefully talk with William Humphreys. Is he still about? He was standing right here just a second ago. He's gone down the side of the trailer, so we're going to have a talk with William. He's now inside one of these trailers. We'll get William to just come back out again. We're going to put on another wheel guard as well. William, commiserations for the Panthers, but still got a chance to grab a shot at the podium.
Yeah, it's not how we wanted the race to end, but credit to Christchurch. They ran a good race, protected Malcolm well, and yeah, we just couldn't get there in the end.
Bit of damage to the rear end of your car. Run through what that is.
Yeah, collapsed the bird cage early in the race, so you had the diff banging around from side to side, which made it a bit tricky to drive, but we're hanging on, and that wasn't going to stop us.
Nick Valance is on the pole position for the Gisborne Giants. Carl Shearer on the outside of him, the 75S.
Last minute instructions from the team manager to him as well in that car, holding up notes in front of him. Much better way. We talked about how hard it is to hear, so he's got it on a paper, showing them the grid positions and what they want to do.
The last couple of years we've seen this 5th and 6th race be a gentleman's agreement. I doubt this one's going to be it. So here we go. The Giants are on pole. Nick Valance gets away. The 45 car to the lead. We'll have Blair Johnson chasing him down the 54. Victory slows up Ethan Rees now on the charge. Look at this, he's got the UK wing back on Ethan Rees. So he's off and gone in third. Blair Johnson just having a bit of cross stuff. He's having problems here with the 54 car.
Oh, nicely done.
Maybe that wasn't part of the strategy. Balance makes his way past Booker, holds on to the lead. So your 45 is your leader. 82 chasing him down. He's a block car, the 82, you remember that. He spins him out, so Balance goes round. That'll put Ethan Rees to the lead. Now Rees goes to work on Shearer. Can Ethan get past Shearer? Tries the inside way, doesn't get it done. Johnson is your leader now. Blair Johnson. And Mitch Vickery goes with him. Mitch Vickery sitting in second. Blair Johnson, your leader. Mitch Vickery, second. Oh, great shot there by Valance. On Vickery, spins him out. Johnson goes through though. Now can Valance go with him? He does.
Vickery, Valance, Johnson.
Blair Johnson, your race leader. Nick Valance in second. Vickery just fires it up here on turn 2. So your leader now at the halfway point is still Blair Johnson, Nick Valance, Ethan Rees, James Kirk's holding up Carl Shearer. We have to watch because here comes Blair Johnson. We have to get himself in a position where he's away from Shearer. Doesn't get it done. Valance, a big dive on Johnson. Johnson now on the defence. Nick Valance slow. Now your leader.
Johnson.
Good battle here between James Kirk and Carl Shearer. Ethan Rees is flying around in the third spot from 127. Valance up the inside of a couple of block cars there. He's into 3 and 4.
Oh, it's spun himself out onto the grass.
So, oh, look at this. One up and over. Got him. Gary Davis goes over, he rides over the top of Blair Johnson. And Gary Davis is up and over. It'll be the Wellington Wildcats up next. Here we go. The greens are on. Valance is your leader. Going down the grandstand straight now. The 45G car. Shearer isn't firing up. He's got James Kirk still outside of him. Ethan Rees outside of him it is. Right, James Kirk now. He'll go to work on Booker. 1 lap to go for Valance in the 45 car. A great step up this weekend for the young James Kirk in the 331 car. Ethan Rees in the last ditch play with Carl Shearer. Nick Valance just keeping an eye on the field in front of him. And a comfortable victory there for the Gisborne Giants to claim the 5th spot for the 2019 ENZED Superstock Teams Championship.
I'm just going to jump back in here, guys. I'm still down here in the Hawkeye camp. They just fired up the 84 tank of Mike Mack. Sounds all right when it's sitting here. They've just replaced the fuel pump. They've cleaned the fuel tank. They've replaced the spark plugs. They're trying to eliminate any possible chance of this car misfiring again. If we swing the camera back around over to Thomas Stanaway's car, they've just replaced the bird cage in the back here. They're putting the wheel gate back on. This car won't be too far away from going back out on the track. I have been told by Regan O'Brien that all 5 cars will go out through the gate Malcolm signs, but in what sort of state some of these cars will be in, that is the big question. There's nothing happening here with Quinn Ryan's car at the moment. That looks like it's ready to go. Randall Terrence is pretty much the same, but we'll just quickly head back over to where Jason Long is with that 1NZ car as they continue to weld and will do repair work on that right quarter of the front bumper. Hey, look, I'm down here now in the Glen Eagles camp, and I'll tell you what, it's a lot more calmer down here than it is way over there in the Hawkeyes camp. See Malcolm Nartai's 19 car over here. They're not even working on that one. That one's ready. The 971 car here, they're still doing work to the rear end of this one. A little bit of work here to the 126 car of Asher Rees. It's not panic work like what we see in the other camp. The 25 car's still up on the jack, but that's probably just a minor thing. And the 991 car, that looks like it's ready to go as well. So different contrasting fortunes, Stu. You know what's going on in the Hawkeyes camp. They're just furiously working on those race cars. And over here, a much more composed Glen Eagles team.
The Wellington Wildcats, all weekend you just feel they've got something to prove. Robertson's car, I believe, is all sorted. And that will have an impact, I'm sure. They'll be keen to go. And he pulls straight out onto the track. Panthers ready to go too.
Wellington Wildcats on the pole position. It's Keegan Levine in the 5W. 58p, Peter Binkston up alongside him. Wayne Hemmy's getting a start in the 591. Dale Robertson, they've got the car sorted. He's out on track in the 89W.
William Humphrey's there as well.
Yep.
I wondered about whether he'd get back out, but yes, he's there.
46W, Ethan Levine alongside him. And off the back, Paulie Fairbrother, surely got to be a contender for the Hero Team Champs Award. And the 58 of Jordan Deere. The race for 3rd and 4th. Here we go, race fans. The Wildcats, the Panthers, the battle of the big cats. Keegan Levine pushes Wayne Hemmy to the infield, and that allows Jordan Deere right around the outside. Ethan Levine in an unusual position. He's in 3rd. Oh, look at this. They're going to be literally cat and mouse. The battle of the big cats, the Wildcats, the Panthers. Paul Fairbrother's got the car set up in the block position. We got
2.
one in the wall there. Turn 3.
Fairbrother gets a big shot from Deere and behind the 581, but Deere turns it around coming off 2.
Yeah,
one car up on the wall, get the main straight.
Fairbrother, oh look at this. Fairbrother's on the pole line. He's waiting. We've got the Wildcats all stuck together down there.
Yeah, well, they'll fire it into. The cars are already stopped, so this race unloading. Here we go around the outside.
Right, Wayne Hemmy. Jordan Deere, your race leader. Action at plenty in this one.
Oh, they go red.
They
go red. Now that's going to be for the exposed cage on the car on the wall down before the Mad Butcher sign on the start-finish straights.
We go green. We got problems. The right front's gone on the 89W car. So the Wildcats, they're going to have to dispatch of the Panthers because their number 1 runner has just become their block man, and Paulie Fairbrother's next in line. So the crowd here on turn 1 are erupting with Wayne Hemmy in the wall here. Dale Robertson's the same, no steering. Paul Fairbrother's after Jordan Deere. Oh, he's on a mission. Fairbrother into Deere. Fairbrother's got Deere up. Deere drives over the top.
Deere's away.
Fairbrother, he nailed Jordan Deere. Oh, look at this Hemmy putting in a vital shot. Keegan Levine's chasing the 581. This is a close race. Paulie Fairbrother, what a maniac.
So race leader, Stewie.
Here we go. The race leader, Jordan Deere, the 581, gets pushed to the infield.
Right underneath you,
Here we
up
go.
the wall.
Keegan, Ethan's up. Keegan's got to just keep going. The 5 has to go. He's got to go. Fairbrother's got Deere held up. Keegan Levine is now on the lead lap. Ethan Levine is pulling the wing off while he's on the infield so he can see. Fairbrother now, it's all up to Fairbrother and Dale.
Down here
what
waiting.
Can they do? They've got to get Jordan Deere. Ethan Levine's trying to detach that wing because he cannot see what's going on.
Yeah, he swung out of the way now.
All right,
so
here
he's
we
away.
go. Watch down turn 2. They've got to get Jordan Deere. Fairbrother's got one shot. He gets him. No, Deere keeps going. Fairbrother fires up. He can't do it.
He might catch him though.
Here we go.
Yeah,
he's dispatched of. He's done it. Keegan Levine goes to the lead. The 5W's in the lead. Paul Fairbrother, he's got to be in contention for that Warrior of the Oval. What a job he's doing this weekend. Keegan Levine gets the white. Wellington Wildcats are leading it.
Wing comes off. The wings come off the car.
Oh, look at
huge
this.
Shot down in 3.
They've got Deere. They've got him, and here comes Keegan Levine in the lead. He puts Deere a lap down. We're going crazy. The crowd's going crazy. And Keegan Levine wins it for the Wellington Wildcats.
Oh,
Third place. Whoa. This is unreal. The Cats are back, Malcolm.
Oh, you should see. I was watching the reaction on the infield. Tony McClanahan has gone crazy. Outstanding. Make some noise, race fans. What a brilliant race.
How good. How good. Keegan Levine does the job. He was on the block. He had Binkston up the wall. He was 2 laps down.
You just about had a heart attack, I think, Stu.
I'm just going to jump quickly in here. I'll catch up with them, Tony Mac. It's like the good old days for you, sir.
Oh, absolutely, man. We wanted this so bad, and I'm so proud of the boys. They stuck to their work, they took the hits, they gave the hits, they've done the business. Good on them.
Go and enjoy. Well done, sir. That was outstanding. Tony McClanahan, they're doing it just like he did in his day.
All right, I'm just going to jump in here, Stewie. We're down in the 2NZ camp talking to Peter Rees. Peter, the Giants came here with greater expectations than to finish fifth.
I hate them the brakes in this sport.
Let's have a look at the damage here. We'll get the camera just to come right in here and look at that cam belt that's just snapped that chain. It's just completely annihilated it. So, Pete, I saw you running around the pits. What were you doing? Obviously, you can't find any replacement bits. So, what were you doing?
Oh, I was actually over giving a spare gearbox to Asher and helping them fit it for their final. I'm obviously out. Them's the brakes in this sport, you know. Big dollar engine, big dollar fix, but hey, that's a risk we take.
There's always 2020, and I know you guys will regroup. You'll come back with a more experienced team, and you'll do what you do well.
We're losing
You're right.
sorry,
we'll be
Mike.
back, and you know, we got these young fellas coming up, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Ricky, here you go. Your team are in the final. This is your chance, 2005.
That's it. This is our chance. Just while I get a chance, I'd like to thank all the Woodford Glen Speedway supporting this team. All the crew have just been outstanding this weekend. All the wives, all those who put in massive effort behind the scenes. So this is our show.
Thank you for putting on the show, being here and making the show what it is. Regan, the boys, hard work to get 5 cars out.
Yeah, no, that last team's race was pretty brutal. So, hey, quick big thanks to Hard Oak Engineering today for the workshop, and also First Commercial. Big thanks to the crews because I've just worked entirely balls out in that workshop in the back pits here to get these cars out. So hopefully I'll see Jason Long come out their gate in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, they're doing everything they can at the last minute. Here he comes right now. Now, what hasn't happened here, they're coming over. The Canterbury guys at the last minute just decided they're going to come down. I think, is it rear view mirror? What are they doing? Yeah, it's tape. So what's happened to the left side mirror has been moved around. They're trying to hold it with gaffer tape. One hit and that's going to move around. Checking the wing clips as well. Gaffer tape comes in. Great catch by Regan O'Brien. So they're just going to tape that up. Got to be careful, they don't want to block his view as well. The 126 car Reese checking belts, pulling down nice and tight. Last check on that. They're okay. Murray Long gives his son Jason a tap. Says, go and do it.
Off the front, it's the 126 Asher Rees. Next to him, the 66 of Randall Tarrant. Then we got row 2 of 46B Quinn Ryan, Jaden Ward, the 971, Malcolm Nartai and Mike McLaughlin make up row 3, and Jason Long and Harley Robb, row 4, Lloyd Jennings and Thomas Stanaway are your reserves for this race. So as I say, 4 of the Hawkeyes have won it before. Jason Long, Quinn Ryan, Randall Tarrant and Mike McLaughlin. Thomas Stanaway, Randall Tarrant looking to win it for the first time this year. Here we go.
Rightio, ready for a race, fans. The explosion will start.
Asher Rees gets us underway with Quinn Ryan hot on charge. Malcolm Nartai getting served in there a little bit by Jason Long. The 19C goes in, the 1NZ. Look out there, comes Randy Tarrant with the hard right. Misses! And look at this, Harley Robb nails Tarrant. We got Jaden Ward down here on the start line. Asher Rees still leading. Now Ward, he'll go after Quinn Ryan. So Ryan's gone into a block roll, even though he's running second. McLaughlin trying to take Jaden Ward. Round the outside goes Nartai. So your leader still 2 laps in.
Oh, shot down to turn 4. The tank has a go, but he misses really.
Asher Rees running around the track, the 126 car to 15 lap final. And his block men are doing the job. The game plan's changed slightly here. They're going after the tank. Randall Tarrant stuck there in front of the grandstand. They dispatch the tank. Goes Asher Rees through. Quinn Ryan has got one in the wall, that's Nartai. So Jaden Ward running in, he'll slot in front of Asher Rees. 4 laps down. Asher Rees sitting in there in the lead. Jason Long, the 1NZ car in second. Ward lets Rees through. Harley Robb now, he'll go to work on the tank. Oh, Randall Tarrant, he's got the car sorted. So Harley Robb has to protect Asher Rees. This is the decisive block move. Harley Robb has to get Tarrant, McLaughlin. Asher Rees fires McLaughlin off the end. Harley Robb's got him up. The tank's up the wall. He's going nowhere from there. The Glen Eagles, another superb drive. McLaughlin's firing up. He can't get off the wall.
Yeah, it's
They're going to have to go red for that one. The roll cage exposed. They've got rid of McLaughlin. The Glen Eagles are on fire here. So McLaughlin will get removed. 7 laps in. Asher Rees is the leader in the 126. Down there in turn number 3, somewhere amongst that Eagles bunch. Jason Long is in second, the 1NZ car on the same lap, down here in turn 2. The lights, the reds are out. We go green. The Eagles reformation, protecting. Look at them surrounding Asher Rees. And this could well be a sprint race from here because Quinn Ryan, he's going to run with Jason Long. He has to stop. Quinn Ryan has to be the one to stop. The Eagles just surrounding Asher Rees. 9 laps down, 6 to go.
Here's the place to watch right in front of Palmerston North Parts World.
Here we go, what's going to happen? He's got to... He misses them all. The Canterbury Glen Eagles, the suck it up Canterbury Glen Eagles. We go red, and that'll be for Randall Tarrant. He's driving against the flow of traffic there. So we've got all 4 Glen Eagles down in front of us in turn 1. They're looking pretty cool, calm and collected in those cars.
Well, let's just have a think about it. They're just a few laps away from their first ever victory at the NZ New Zealand Superstock Teams Championship.
I tell you what though, Jason Long and Quinn Ryan are catching them, but if they do, they've got to get through 3 Eagles before they can get to Asher Rees.
But one of them's got to go into block. One of them has to stop.
Asher Rees has this race in control. The Glen Eagles have this race in control. Some great work all weekend by this team.
Look at this.
They've done the job. They're going to get the white flag.
Look at the
this
emotion.
time round. Here we go.
The emotion on the infield. It's unbelievable.
It's a white flag. Asher Rees with a clear track with all 4 of his teammates behind him. The Christchurch, the suck it up Glen Eagles. They're going to take it out. Your 2019 NZ Superstock Team Champions, the Suck It Up Glen Eagles. Asher Rees takes the win, the 126. Nothing that Jason Long or Quinn Ryan could do.
Yeah, and I got the team manager right here, Ricky. Before you go and enjoy this, well done, your first ever victory.
Yep, well done to the South Island, taking it back to New Zealand. Awesome.
That's it, what a team. 19C Malcolm Nartai, 25C Lloyd Jennings, 126C Asher Rees, 971 Jaden Ward, 991 Harley Robb. The Suck It Up Glen Eagles are your 2019 NZ Superstock Team Champions with their manager Ricky Bolton, their 6th driver Zach West. Wow, what a scene down there. Of course, the grandstand, the presentations. The Glen Eagles take victory. They're climbing the cars. The Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes will be your runners-up. And rounding out the podium, the 3rd spot, the Wellington Wildcats. What a team, champs. It has been 4 years in a row. The Hawkeyes have been on the podium. The first ever victory for the Canterbury Glen Eagles.
They were in the finals in 2005. That was a very
It was up
interesting
against
race.
the Manawatu Mustangs. This time they've taken out arguably the top team of the last 4 years, the Hawkeyes and the Wellington Wildcats back on the podium after many, many years. Look at this, 2019 Teams Champions. They've got the banner already.
I'm going to grab these guys. The emotion, you can see it on their face, but let's hear this. Malcolm Nartai
who've waited a long, long time, all your years in racing?
I gave up. I gave up till I had these two rascals from Palmy turn up and say they weren't wanted up here, and I couldn't believe it. Thanks to the Christchurch and the... yeah, suck it up all right, baby. Woo! Yeah, we had a lot of work going to this, as all the teams know. Jacob Brownlee, he worked his ass off in the bloody Vegas for a couple of weeks, and then Ricky Bolton stepped in, Steve Lennon, our promoter of the club, all stepped in, and their wives, all the crews, all the sponsors. I'm not going to name them because I'll forget 90% of them. But the boys that worked on the cars all weekend, the drivers, far out. I love you guys.
Right, if we can just call up both third and second place as well. So third place, let's hear it. They've done a brilliant job. The Wellington Wildcats. Dale Robertson, thumbs up to the crowd. Fantastic weekend, and nice to at least make the podium after all the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we're pretty happy with the squad coming in, and I think the real big thing for our team was just absolute commitment. You know, these drivers were just so committed. Our block cars did the job all weekend. They really got us to where we are, so just total commitment.
Well done. Awesome. We'll get the sashes. Paul Dewar. Yeah, Paulie, well done.
Yeah, thanks guys, awesome effort. Just want to thank the sponsors, Friday Home, Century Batteries, Dennis Jeffries, fiberglass specialist, and Gaskin Ford Mazda, been with us since day one, and Bodyworks, so yeah, awesome effort. Thanks guys.
Well done, the Wellington Wildcats, third place, Tony Mack, outstanding. Look at the grin, it's back, the grin's back on the Big Mac. So Keegan Levine in the 5 car. Shane Davis, the 7W, gets the spoils of third place. Ethan Levine, Paul Fairbrother, Dale Robertson, the 6th driver, Richard Gaskin. Sure if Richard's out here. And of course, Tony Mack, team manager, outstanding. Give one more big round of applause for the Wellington Wildcats, third place in the ENZED New Zealand Superstock Teams Championship 2019. And now in recent times, they've had 2 tastes of victory. And again, they find themselves on the podium. Let's make some noise for second place, the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes. Regan O'Brien, the team manager. Jason Long, we heard the disappointment. Thomas Stanaway, he's in agony after that semi-final race. Mike Mack, great photos. Look at this, the Wildcats are back, fantastic. We have a quick chat. Regan O'Brien, I know you would have loved to win it, but you've had you've had trouble with the car tonight, Mike. Just hasn't gone your way.
Nah, I've had trouble all weekend. Yeah, I let the team down big time, let the fans down. But big up to the fans, you stuck with us, so cheers for that. Boys did mean all night long. Hey, still happy to go second.
And Randall Tarrant over here, just have a quick word. Randall, you're not looking happy.
No, I'm just upset. It's pretty a stink feeling when they get 4 cars clean across the line, but it is what it is. Good work to them, and still seconds.
But mate, you got to put your hand up, because you hold your head up, because we see you out here putting your body, your car on the line. You gave it everything.
Oh yeah, it's all good. You know, just heat at the moment, bro. But pretty happy with second, and awesome to do it with the boys. Fucking awesome.
Let's give it up, Jason Long, the 1 NZ.
Hey, just like big thanks to Mike Mack and Claire Bunce, you know, as well as Mike's racing and trying to get a car ready. They're behind this team 150%, getting it all ready, so big thanks to them. You know, as you see tonight, Mike didn't quite go to plan, but I tell you what, he lives for this stuff, and he'd go out here and put everything on the line, so big ups to them. Boys, big ups to you, heads up, another year on the podium.
Absolutely, heads up, they have been brilliant. And second place is an outstanding result. Jason Long, Quinn Ryan, Randall Tarrant, Mike McLaughlin, Thomas Stanaway, Quinton Butcher, the 6th driver, Regan O'Brien, the team manager. Let's make some noise for second place, the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes. They've been in 1 final in the past, 4 semis. 2005, they've waited this long. the Dutech NZ New Zealand Superstock Teams Champions. From the South Island, the Canterbury Glen Eagles! Number 19, Malcolm Ngatai, Lloyd Jennings in the 25, the 126 Asher Reeves, 971 Jaden Ward and Harley Robb in the 991. Zach West, the 6th driver, and of course the managers Ricky Bolton and Jacob Brownlee's outstanding drive from all of these guys tonight. We'll have a quick word with Jaden gets his spoils of victory. Oh, Mr. Rees, how's that feel?
Oh, it's amazing. I haven't had much luck here. I've had a 2nd and a 3rd, so I've always wanted to get this off. We've done it. A great bunch of guys, great team, Malcolm. Thanks to actually Rees Race Cars, my dad, my family. They put big hours in to get this car ready. All my boys today. Everyone's crew tonight, big hours, dug it in to get everyone back out there. And you can't thank these guys enough, no matter what.
Absolutely, Mr. Ward. Hey, all these years, your dad, great race. I was talking to him yesterday. He will be absolutely stoked. You've got the spoils of victory. Well done.
Yeah, well, he's always given me slack for. He's had that one over me. He's had a Team Champs title. Now I can say I've got one on you, old boy.
It's going to be a great breakfast chat in the morning, isn't it? All right, and where's Ricky? Ricky Bolton. We'll get their photo. Last word with. Do the photos for them. What say we give a big round of applause for all our victors tonight. In 3rd place, the Wellington Wildcats. In 2nd place, the Hawke's Bay Hawkeyes, but the champions, the Canterbury Suck It Up Glen Eagles. Paul Dewar, sir, thank you so much. What an outstanding weekend.
Yeah, another awesome night of racing. Simply unbelievable. Thanks to all you people who've turned up and watching.
All right, look at this. Look, we really appreciate everything you do here. Fantastic weekend. Bruce, this is, of course, the Spike Richardson Memorial Shield. We're going to present this out here. And who's going to announce it, Bruce?
Rebecca Barr.
Oh, outstanding. Rebecca Barr wins it the first time a female driver in the NZ New Zealand Superstock Teams Championship. Well done. Rebecca, congratulations. That is a very deserved thing. The first time ever. History made.
Oh, that's unreal. I'm speechless. I honestly don't know what to say.
See the crowd. What do you reckon, crowd? She done an awesome job. Hey, Dad will be proud. Did you tell us how the experience was?
No, it's just an unreal experience to be. I've been involved with teams, that have been up there, but to be a driver and, the support that I've had this weekend has been unreal. Mum and Dad, to let me do this, they've been pretty nervous and we've had a pretty tough week at home, so to let me actually turn up this weekend and race, it was pretty cool. To the Manawatu Mustangs for giving me a chance. We had a fairly new team and there was a lot of people that doubted us, but we got out there and proved a few people wrong, and a lot of people doubted me, but I was in it to the end, 100% committed, and yeah, thanks everyone for their support.
Well done, Rebecca Barr, the Spike Richardson Memorial Trophy victory winner. She'll be back, I'm sure. All right, just as we clear this, thank you for staying in your seats in the grandstand. We're going to bring the Burger King Podium Super Saloon Series out right away for the feature race. Park, what a weekend.
What a weekend, Mel, and you were right. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Paul Dewar from NZ. It's been 16 years of a great association, NZ Hose and Fittings, NZ Superstock Teams Champ. So thanks to Paul and all his guys up there in Tremaine Avenue. And also to all the staff who have dedicated 2 nights of dedication to make this meeting happen. Thanks very much. See you next year.
Oh, now can we say when it is? So after Waitangi weekend, it's about the 7th and 8th, 6th and 7th, 7th and 8th. the Friday and the Saturday night next year. Make sure you book your accommodation. Sold out both nights this year. So book early, you know when it is, and we'll see you back here for the greatest weekend in motorsport on the planet.